What do you know about that, homeboy? Here we are. Third day in a row. Triple B. So I missed it 3 days because I was at the fight. Shouting at Ben Whittaker, your eyes are too close together. Yeah. What's up, guys? His little bitch, Carlts, has been trying to attack me on Insta, like as if I give a rat's ass. He sent a picture of his enormous black batty on a fake account. I had a fake account that I thought was Ben Whittaker, but I think it's Carlts, right? In fact, it definitely is. Because he sent a picture of his huge batty. Hey, look at that. F you, you're a loser, man. With a picture of his batty. And I was like, well, he's removed it, right? But I was like, oh, thank you. And the batty was too dark to be Ben Whittaker. I said, that's you, Carlts, innit? You fat gimp. He's that midget. He's a midget that hangs around Ben Whittaker, right? I'll show you a picture. I'm doing a video now. I'm uploading it at the minute. And there's a little midget with grape-like eyes, big eyes that look like grapes, who tries to be a rapper. He's about 5'4". He's got these whack raps. And on the video, you watch him try and rap, and he's so bad. Even the guy, the producer's like, oh, come on, man. Do that again. Come on, man. You can do better. Great. And after that performance from Whittaker, you know, maybe you should find someone else's Corey to hang off because Whittaker's going nowhere. My boy Mark, breaking news. Hani posting pics of his new Range Rover in response to Skins' post about his Bakule Daddy Gay J bought him. His bicycle, sorry. His bicycle, Bakule. His bicycle, Daddy Gay J bought him. Hani asserting his dominance. Stop it. It's hilarious. My boy Mark knows. He watches this, right? And he's going, these two queens are hilarious, trying to one up and shit. It's pathetic. Skins got a Ferrari. Well, obviously he didn't pay for it. Well, he might have paid for it from the NDA, but, you know, Whittaker is seething. Oh, man, he is seething. His little bitch. Do you know who this guy is? Let me show you. Let me show you who this little bitch is, right? And I'm showing her. Let me see. He probably blocked me now because he's a coward. This guy called Carlts. We call him Carlts TV. This is the moron. He's got some whack Instagram. Yeah. He's got some whack Instagram. And he's just a hanger on. He hangs on to Ben Whittaker. Look, he tries to be a whapper, innit? He tries to be a whapper. Let's listen to his raps. He's so what?
She said, "Cause when you jump in the beef, how can you rap so kind of just rude? I don't even know that I jumped in the whip, then I jumped in the whip, then I just jumped to the cruise. The whip has no."
Look how bad he is, man. I jump to rules. Yeah, I do my go like twos. You're a bum, Carlts. I know you're watching because I tagged you in. You pussy hole. Hani is jealous of KJ too. Yeah. Triple buck. He's 2-0. It's about 30-0, bro. This is, you know, that embarrassment. I'm uploading a video on him, right? That will be uploading as we speak. He was humiliated. He was exposed. Leon Shillings. Big up, Leon. Did a great job on him. You know. And Leon's gone back to witness. And he knows he's getting all the pum-pum because he showed up Whittaker. You want me to create another race? Can you show us his bait? Oh, Carlts TV, yeah. So this guy, Carlts TV. So I thought it was Whittaker because I got this random account that had no followers, no history, and was going, oh, you're wrong and you're this, that, and the other. You got a small dick in it, all this bullshit. And he obviously doesn't know about the 8-inch Corey, right? But he's deleted it. Let's look at the little bitch's mouths, man. There he goes. So his name's Will Beef. Will Beef. You're a low life, blood. And he's, look. There's my bum. There's my bum. I'm going to dig. I'm digging to chin. I don't know what he's talking about. He's illiterate. He's a midget. He's a fool. So I said, you're a monkey, Carlts. I'm just doing a video on you, you pathetic, ugly midget. So he deleted the batty. He sent a picture of his enormous black batty. And that's when I knew it was unlikely to be Ben, unless it was Ben Whittaker's boyfriend and he was taking the picture. But yeah, it's pathetic, man. Yakub, can you delete Usic? I want my bells back. Nah, Gage, you batty man. Usic is a Yakubian gang. I've only got 9 people watching. You can see how badly I get shadow banned. Today you look like Derek Chisora before becoming a slurring mess. I mean, it's a shame. Soros earned money, but he loves the limelight. And he's now a punch drunk. He sounds retarded, says Jack. Oh, mate, it's so bad. Even Ben Whittaker is rinsing him as he tries to do his rap. Let's see his rap again. He's such a bum. This guy, I can't believe this guy tried to fucking buck up against Triple B. Let's have a look at you. This is him. He's the midget. You see that midget, the blonde midget? That's him. He's in love with Ben Whittaker.
It's something I do, something I really don't want to do, but I just might just do for the night or two.
Look at him, producers. Look at him.
I don't even know that I jumped in the whip, then I jumped in the whip, then I just jumped to the cruise. The whip has no theme, but
they're rinsing him out. He's so bad. Ben Whittaker and his posse are laughing at this midget idiot. He must be 5'4". He's fat. He's ugly. And he wants to buck up against Triple B. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, he ain't a rapper. He ain't a rapper. He's like Isaac Lowe. But at least Isaac Lowe's a genuine boxer and boxes. But he's just a little leprechaun that they make fun of. You know, Sugar Ray Robinson used to have an actual dwarf that they used to take around, and a posse and all that. He actually had a dwarf to entertain him. This is what it's like. Ben Whittaker's got a dwarf. But the problem is Ben Whittaker is a bum. He got exposed. He's not going to be a Sugar Ray Robinson. He's not going to be... Huh? He's not going to be a Zach Cheney. Big up, Cyrus. What's up? What's the story of Yakub? Is that the guy who made white something? Yeah, so what it was, so the Nation of Islam, it was like a 60s a Muslim black American movement, but it wasn't really Islamic. They'd be regarded as apostates to Islam and should be put to death. And they claimed that a guy called Yakub had an enormous head and brain. Yeah, I'll show you a picture, right? He had an enormous head and brain, but he was bullied for being a bit nerdy, right? So what happened was, allegedly, right, because this is just nonsense. There's obviously no historical backing for this, right? But Yakub, this is Yakub, right? He's got a huge head and a huge brain, but he was nerdy. And he was really upset because all the alpha bucks made fun of him. So he invented the white devil, the evil white devil, on Patmos Island. You know, it's a very famous island biblically. And he invented the evil white devil. And, you know, that's the origin, allegedly, of the white devil. And also Yakub, Nation of Islam. I mean, it's just a fake, you know, as I said, a real Muslim would regard them as apostates. Malcolm X, for example, started off in the Nation of Islam, and then he realized it was nonsense and became a genuine Muslim. I think he was, you know, what's the two? Not, you know, like the Saudi Arabian type of Islam, Wahhabi. He became a Wahhabi. I think our photos finished. It's really affected your stream. We're moving like a robot. Oh, okay. Okay, in which case I'll take it off. Thank you for telling me, bro. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, it happens a lot, and I get attacked. Like people, it's free. Remember that. I reckon this guy would fail at anything. This bum. Yakub in the chat, people. He's your daddy. Sounds like some Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, it is very much like that. It's just a made-up thing. And you know, the problem is, it's also linked to secret societies and masonry and stuff like that. Yakub created the Ruiz and Tuesday to destroy, and Joey Dueco, and David Price, and Joanne Sparring. Bon Scott Chubby's been replaced by Wesley Snipes. Yeah. I've got some new outfits coming up. Yeah, I think you'll like it, man. Sonny, that's sometimes I struggle because my memory is a bit mashed. Sunni. He was so the Sunni. Malcolm X became a Sunni. He was like, I don't believe this Nation of Islam thing. I'm going to become a true Muslim, become a Sunni. And he got whacked soon afterwards because he left the secret society. The whole Nation of Islam was a secret society movement, and that was also what Muhammad Ali joined, but he left it as well and became a Sunni Muslim. This is your biggest fan. This is Tyann. Yeah, I'm going to play that again later. Hebrew Israelites are more mental than Nation of Islam. Yeah, but they're quite fun. They're entertaining, man. I'll listen to them. Oh, my boy, like, of course it's comment. Share. And most important, donate. You get a dance. Imagine that. You get a black man doing Havana Gila dance. Would you know about that? It's a free dance, but you got to pay the shekel first. Wasn't that a band? Sunni and shit. Yeah, but Cher ended up getting beheaded for not being modest and being a slag. They want to enslave all of white people. Yeah, I mean, whatever. They're welcome to try. I mean, the only people that enslave us are the elitists. Yeah, and there are a number of different races, but they all worship Lucifer. You don't see Sky's recent video. She looks old and bad. Like, no, she doesn't. She's aged terribly. Eddie Hearn, his semen. Eddie Hearn's been pumping his semen up her, yeah, and it's demonic. It's diseased. It's got a virus. It's evil, and it's making her look old. So yeah, it's not surprising. She sold her soul. She should be making some nice stews for her Australian boyfriend, you know. And instead she's getting smashed by the demonic Zeman, of Eddie Hearns. Triple B, Triple G spotted. What are you talking about, brother? Second best. No, it's in the known stratosphere. Thank you, brother. Yakub, do something. Yeah, what Yakub, what are you gonna do, brother? Yeah, us blacks keep getting revenge. Yakub, praise be unto him, Lord, keep wishing Batimans. Who are the nightmate, them? Bro, acoustics. I'm a little retarded tonight. I've been getting my drink on too much for the last 10 days, and I partied all weekend, and I got offered a piece of pum pum. And I say to my man, I go, I should have taken it. I was looking for perfection. I should have just taken a pum pum. This sweet girl came up. What's up, blood? I said, yeah, I'm pretty good. And I couldn't get my card to work. And she goes, let me buy it. And it was about 40 quid. I go, no, it's cool, man. It's cool. Oh, come and chat to us. And then these idiots came and tried to get hard with us. And they soon bottled it. And I ain't saying I'm the toughest guy in the world. but as with my boy, he's a serious guy. And they swallowed it. Sky got her justice. Well, man, if you dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, you have to take what's happening to you, man. You got to take the consequences of those actions, blood. Michael Maloney, my man in the house. What's up, Michael? How you feeling, brother? Are you chill? Proof Daddy Phil on the roof. Yeah, he's wrong. Next time. What's up, my man? Next time, yes, brother. But you know what? I didn't want to break my fast. 5 years is incredible. I never thought I could go 5 years. You know, I thought, 1 month I would go crazy usually. I'd get aggressive. But 5 years, I made a vow. I said, I became a Christian. I made a vow of celibacy. But I believe now I can enjoy some pum pum. What about Christian morals, Triple? What about Christian morals, blood? How did Philly know all about the... Everybody knew it. Everybody. I mean, come out, they leak it as well. What them things with Usher and other peanut-headed supposed rappers. You probably got a guy like Spence Fearon, and he's in bed every night going, I wish P. Diddy raped me, because then I might have got somewhere instead of being a loser. Carl Cheds, Gay J is taking the crap. Do you mean that as Yeshua? Come on, bro. Don't be too weird, blood. ST, need some advice, right? I'm talking to this girl, but she goes psycho. When I don't message her back immediately, what do? I like her, but she's a bit mental. Bro, if you want me to be serious, bro, listen, there's a lot of fish in that sea, blood. I don't know where you live. If it's a big place, there must be something better. It will only get worse, bro. If she's already mental now, what's she going to be like when you're a boyfriend and you're living together, bro? Be very, very careful. The pumper might look good and might be sweet. And people always say to the Triple B, right? I'm with this girl. And she's crazy, but she's so good in bed. And I tell you, listen, man, it's not all about sex, number one. Number two, like, all the best girls in bed are crazy. So you have to think it's not all about sex, man. That Kuba's angry. All the albinoids are being wiped out. Well, they are actually, funnily enough. There's only 9% of white people in the world now. I believe in the 50s it was something like 40%. I don't know exactly, but albinoids will rule the world for another 6,600. I think the end time's coming soon, bro. So, yeah, Cube. Oh, I doubt if we're pushing them out through collagen migration, yeah, and lack of reproduction. But at the end days, see, the Bible says you can't predict the end days, but it tells you loads of things to tick off, you know, and they're all coming true. So we can't be far away. My bed is also acoustics. My bed is also mental signal. How do I get rid of it? Well, there are a number of different ways. I don't want to, you know, get the channel in trouble, but you know, like. I don't know, brother. Are you living with her? She's one for the streets. It was 23% in the 50s. Was it only 23? Well, still, it's a lot bigger than 9. I mean, a lot of places were very sparsely populated. So the white man provided irrigation, farming, and this agriculture and economic system, stuff like that. It doesn't matter, man. It's not about race. Hey guys, you know, it's not about what race you are. There's only one race anyway, the human race, guys. Okay, but ultimately, I sit and wait for the end times. How can Justin Bieber? Oh, did you see that? Something happened. They're flashing me already. How can Justin Bieber and Usher be like? Of course, let the famous singer finger my butthole, because it doesn't happen overnight, right? It's not like if you get nonsense and stuff like that, they don't attack someone overnight, but they do it slowly and slowly. They get their confidence. You know, oh, we're your friend Justin Bieber. Of course you want it to be big. We're gonna make loads of money. We're gonna be so rich. You're gonna get everything you want. Oh, okay. All you got to do is do some signals. What you got to do is what you got to do is take my finger at your batty hole. The bitch that lives next door, 7 years in the game. She lives next door. Man, that's mad. Because like you can't truly get rid of her. Because she lives near you. At least she don't live with you. At least she don't live with you. Blood clot. I don't know what to say, bro. Everyone's been predicting the end days to happen soon for thousands of years. That's correct. But they didn't listen. If you listen to the predictions in the Bible, a lot of them that were impossible to have been ticked off before have now happened. Like Israel being reformed, like the chip, you know, the mark of the beast, one world government. The Bible has to be preached everywhere in the globe, and so on and so forth. Yeah, they're trying to mess with the Triple B and F them. Like I've only got 28. They've obviously damned me a lot. I know this because when I upload my videos, right, there's a setting which says public or private and something else, right? And when you piss them off, the natural setting is private, and this has been happening a lot, right? And so people don't see when I go live, they don't see my videos on their feed. But I just have to deal with that, man. I mean, acoustics, of course, brother. My boy! No, I'm during house. What's up, my ninjas? We chilling, blood. We here. We keeping it real. What's up, brother? What's been going on, man? Do you like the outfit, fam? It's good to see you, brother. He could always move. Oh, what acoustics can move? Yeah, bro. But when you're settled into your own house and all that, why should he have to move just because of some psycho biatch? Maybe she can move, you know? Maybe she can move. Salam alaikum, Carlts. I don't know what you're saying, but I know it's got to be pretty red pill. No notifications for the channel anymore, Bon Scott. Well, there you go. And you know, they'll continue trying to destroy this channel and other small channels. I just got to take it on the chin. There's other possibilities, you know. But the problem is it's a monopoly. I was saying to my man the other day, I said, listen, why don't you do page on Rumble? I said, listen, there's nothing on those. And you can't even, because what about, he was thinking right, he was intelligent. He goes, what about you put it in the description, you tell people to go? I said, yeah, I could do that. But they actually, the algorithm will actually knock you for trying to push people to other channels. It's just ridiculous. Acoustics, I moved 7. Just keep following you, bro. This is crazy. I put ads on Gumtree. Who wants to sort houses and swap? Boom. She's seriously folly, bro. I think this is a very serious problem now. My boy Van, y'all ain't Fury nut huggers over here, are you? Where you from, my man? Firstly, why do you think that, Ron? Have you been watching the channel? Where you from, brother? Bring me up. I clicked notification when it was waiting for you to go live, and no, there you go. I mean, I've had, you know, when I said certain words, I've had lives zapped. Like I said, when I first got monetized, and it was a small channel, I got £250 a month just from ads. And I did no lives. Now I get about 150, even though I've got 6 times as many lives. I get, you know, many more views. They've reduced my visibility by about a quarter. Sorry, by a factor of 4 times. So I get a quarter of the amount of views and new subs that I used to get. Thank you, Yakub. Again, I don't know what it's saying. I'll put it up anyway. I've just got to trust me funds. Changes all the numbers on the phone of my whole. Acoustics, man. By the way, remember to check Acoustics' channel. He's got a channel. He is a musician. He's a musician and a good musician. He plays acoustics, obviously. So check him out. But yeah, he's apparently the best channel on YouTube. I'm not only number 2. Yeah, so you change the number on all my phones of my hoes. Blood. What, she gets into your phone and changes your numbers? Blood clot. I also think the bitch is a secret lesbian. Well, come on, bro. I mean, this sounds that you need to move on to the next thing. Don't be like a woman. Women are like monkeys. Do you understand me? Orangutans, chimpanzees, right? They don't let go of this branch until they got that branch, right? So they won't let go of their man until they got a new man. So don't be like that. Just drop her out, man. 906 subscribers, those are good news. Well done, Acoustics. Check my boy Acoustics channel. In fact, go and subscribe to my boy Acoustics channel. He needs 40 more subs. To get monetized, you need 1,000 subs, and it's changed a bit since I got monetized, but I think it's 4,000 viewing hours. But I don't think that includes shorts now. But whatever, man. My boy has to be close, so give him love. Give him love. Von, the States. The algorithm leave me here recently. I don't like Fury was from. No, cool, Von. What part of the States, brother? As for Fury, like, we're not haters here of anyone except, well, I don't know. I don't even think we dislike Ben Whittaker. We talk about everyone. Like, I used to be a Fury fan. I don't even like that word, but I used to support him. I used to back him. Because he got attacked by the elitists and he used to be based. Unfortunately now, since the third Wilder fight, you know, he wears all these Versace clothes. You know what I'm saying? He's been bought. He lies. He's always changing what he says. But I'm not a hater of Tyson Fury. Do I miss the base Tyson Fury, the one that said he was going to knock out David Price, and that Aubrey Harrison was the biggest bum inside of boxing, and he'd also knock out David Price's gear lover, Tony Belland. Yeah. Acoustics got comments today. James, this guitar is painful. Please stop. Who said that, man? I always get some haters. I even get a few haters, people like Ben Whittaker fans and Max Jenkins. I don't care. They're welcome on the show. Should be. If the white race wiped out, would you be upset? Well, that would mean like a lot of people would be dying, and also a lot of people are mixed. I'm mixed. So what happened to me? I'm 85% white, so I'd probably be zapped, I guess. Jakub Tavon, did you know Fury is yeah, Joseph Parker smashing his wife. You must still make good money on this app. Like, no, I don't, brother. No, not at all. I said it again and again. I don't know a problem with my data. I tell everybody my funds. I make about, for the amount of hours I put in, it's about £2 an hour. It's between £150 and £250 an hour, depending on the month, weirdly. So I make most for my lives, though. But thank you. That's a big thanks to the funds, Health is Wealth, Shane Bongos, Nadav Drew, Bill the Kill, who disappeared, but loads of guys. So if I don't mention, I can't list them all. Dr. Female Mutual Generation, Sly Teen, all these people are the people that support the channel. Yakub, yeah, he be cooking. Yeah. What do you think about that, Ron? What part of the state you from, man? The trolls are mad, though, mate. I know, but you gotta laugh at it and put up with it. It doesn't bother me, It doesn't bother me. You gotta have a thick skin to be on the internet, And that's why you get these pussyholes like Ben Whittaker doing stuff like this. I gotta find him crying again. It's just too good, man. Where's that pussyhole? Yeah, I still haven't uploaded my latest video. It's still waiting. I'm probably getting attacked. Whatever. I can't bother. But yeah, now I need to put on. You need to put on Ben Whittaker crying like a pussy hole. It's just a fun. This idiot. Yeah, I've got ads. So listen to the ads.
Yeah, it's to be bass, busting bass. It's shut.
It's okay. Take your time. We can pause. Come back to
it. Yeah. What a bum. Yeah. Crying like a pussy. Thanks for the advice. Oh, mate, I think it's just common sense. And you're obviously in a difficult position. I mean, it's. I've never been stalked by a woman. Minorly, but never like in a hardcore way. Like, most of my girls have been alright. When I know it's coming to an end, I put an end to it. And I let them know. I don't hang on to that thing. Just because they got a pum-pum, I'm not going to hang on to it. No pum-pum is that sweet. Having said that, I've made a mistake. There's a woman I went out with, right? And, she was, I knew this was not good, but she was very, had a lot of character. She was intelligent. She was very pretty. She smelled so good. She smelled so good. And her pum-pum was so sweet. I still think about it sometimes, even though I knew it was wrong. So it's not always that easy. Blood club. Yeah, Joseph Porker with his 8-inch Simone Corey's Fury's favorite. But yeah, he gets. But allegedly, Joseph Parker gets to smash Paris. I've done a good video on it. I'm going to play it, man. I put this video on Twitter, and I said to I copied in Joseph Parker. I thought it was quite funny, right? But he got all upset. The man got all upset and blocked the Triple B. And you know, it's incriminating. It's incriminating, right? You know, what if you? There's a video basically accusing him of being a cuck, right? And if you block someone for playing that video, it makes you look very, very, very suspicious. What is it? I might not be able to find it quickly. New Corey, what do you think? Where's this bum? All right, let's do this one. This is a video he blocked me for.
Hi, Taz. Hey, Paris. Look at this. New Cordy. What do you think?
Ooh, very nice. Looks much bigger than before.
5.5 inches of purple gypsy battery film.
Ooh, lovely.
Oh, yeah, that's very cool, Tyson. But that's nothing. Look at this, Paris. 8.5 inches in length, 6 in girth, with a Polynesian tattoo. What do you think? Oh, that is totally lovely, Joseph. That is a really mint Cordy. I can't believe Paris prefers Parker's Cordy to mine. So, who's having first go on you tonight, eh, Paris? Look, Paris, Joe, I'm not really in the mood for this now. All right, let's leave it for tonight. All right, we can do it another time. All right.
There's something wrong, Ty. You usually so up for it. You know, when Guido Vianello was here. Or Joe Joyce.
Yeah, that was a video that I put up on Twitter, and I got blocked by Joseph Parker. Has Tyson Fury been bought? No doubt, brother. Has Cruz from iPhone been bought? No doubt, brother. Come on. Why did he dodge my comment? What did he put on him? What did he put on? He always lied and ducked me, to be honest. Why he does lie? Has James Helder been bought? No. He stood firm, and that's why he got rid of, man. Good money, no ads, no members. Come on, it's basically working for another. Yeah, exactly. That's right, Naz. And Naz knows. Naz has been very generous and has supported the channel, as have a lot of other people, kindly. Honestly, it's about £2 an hour for the work you put in. It's nothing, man. But I love it. It's for the funds. I love boxing. You know, I love reality. Cry, baby Ben here, crying like a little bitch. Oh, Ben, no. What a pussy. My boy Chubby laughing. Yeah, the grind is hard. We'll catch up later. Not the best time. Australia. Yeah, I know, bro. And I will do some Australian, you know, like, I did a couple of special Australian lives that I had to do about 10 a.m. in the UK. So I'll do some more there, bro. Don't put that. No, the rainbow is beautiful, but the insinuations now. Did Florian Marco have a bus hand or all? Excuse. I remember acoustics. You or someone else, Marty D, said he had a bus hand and said he will lose this. We did lose it. I don't know whether the bus hand. I just don't think he's that great though. You've got to put your foot down. I had a few stalker women. Yeah. Why are you all? Why are you off the pum pum but still on the illegal regal? I'm not. This is not Puff. This, on the other hand, is a different story. I should have. So I had a chance, right? There's this. I was waiting at a bar outside the O2 after the fights, and then I mean it's open till about 2 a.m. right? And like, this girl came up, hello, whatever, talked to me and me pal, and we're chatting. She said, "Oh, come over and have a drink." We're like, "Yeah, cool, man." And then she even offered to buy all my drinks. And I said, "No, don't worry, man. It's kind. Don't worry." Unfortunately, when we got outside, some people tried to get funny and start on us. And then they suddenly realized that they'd made the wrong decision and started being all friendly. Oh, shake your hands. Oh, great to meet you. Oh, we play rugby, by the way. We're just looking at me. Yeah, well, we knock fucking people out, brother. We knock people out, you know what I'm saying? You know, and that kind of took the wind out of the sails. And I was like thinking, well, if it does start, then, you know, we're in fighting mode now. And I forgot about the pum-pum. Yeah? Usually what happens, you go on fighting mode, you stick on fighting mode, and then you go for pum-pum. And these idiots ran off, but the girls had left, so. I don't know what we're laughing at, but hopefully it's the Joe Parker thing. Probably already been mentioned. What do you think of Parker's fruity call out of white? Oh, yeah, bro. I mean, in some ways, it's quite funny. You know, it's quite funny. You know, it's quite amusing. He takes piss out of Dylan. But if you listen to it, it's this really fruity song. Huh? And he's done it before, Parker, hasn't he? Do you remember during lockdown, he did that dance? Jump for my lovely. He started wiggling his ass like that. Oh, I'm doing nothing. Hey, I'm doing nothing to his wife. Yeah, it's very creepy, man. All right, this channel is cool. Great cock video. Thank you. God bless you, brother. You reckon Fury saw it? Yeah, I tagged Fury and Joe Parker. They've definitely seen it. Definitely, because it's a small word boxing, and also I'm always doing a lot of Corey videos, and Tyson Fury is very excited about Corey. So, biggest Corey boss is public. How do you know that, bro? Never had a gun put to his because of his bent legs. The Sri Lankan sex pest. Yeah, you know, he's obsessed with white women's, and you know, in another world, you know, his dad would have had a B&B instead of going to Essex from Sri Lanka. He would have stayed in Sri Lanka and had a B&B for, you know, white middle class girls that go traveling. I'm going to find myself. Oh, look, oh, it's so amazing being here. You guys have got so much more spirituality than us. I'm going to have a tattoo. And I'm going to put Sri Lanka in Sri Lankan lettering or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. And they turn up at Cougar's dad's B&B, yeah. And they go, oh, I'm just going to have a shower. And they sit there, woo, and then they take a dump and. But, you know, Coogan has drilled a hole in the wall. Yeah, he's drilled a hole in the wall, and he's got his eye there, and he's watching this pretty middle class white girl, probably called Sophie, take a dump. Yeah, taking a dump and showering and sitting there jacking off, and then she goes, ah! And she notices this big brown eye looking at her, and she goes to complain to the police. Yeah, and then Coogan's dad has to go to the police and go, but there is big problem, very, very sorry about this big problem, you know. And he has to basically pay off the local police so that Coogan doesn't get the B&B shut. And that would be his life. But he came to Essex, met James Helder and set up IFL TV. How had Coogan's gun pushed up his back door? What, you think? No, I don't think so. I think he held firm. He's a tougher guy, Helder. Okay, I know some people that know him from Essex, and they're like, actually, he's done some unlicensed boxing on white collar, where they call it. It's still boxing. He's apparently a good lad. He's fun, you know. So I'd back him, and he was stitched up. Do you ever feel bad for Fiores? His wife is with Parker. No, because I feel bad for his soul, but he encourages that sickness. Ben could cry out with his one big eye. Yeah, your eyes too close together. Your eyes too close together. You're a bomb. And Leon Willings from Cheshire, from Widnes, showed you up. Yeah, and he's reaping the benefits. You know my boy, Leon Shillings, right? And he had fans there and that. He went back to Widnes and they were like clapping him because they knew you showed his bum up. Now all the pum-pum there is desperate to get with Leon Shillings because he's the local star. So good on him, man. Well, what part of America are you from, bro? Yeah, I'd be really interested, bro. I've been to America a couple of times. America's massive and it's very different. Most Americans are lovely. They're very friendly, you know, but it's a messed up society. Hasn't Australia just signed up to catch society? Yeah, they see. Right, let me tell you. Right, the elitists, what they'll do is they'll test things out fully in the satellite states. By that I mean the smaller states: Australia, Sweden, and Ireland. And then they'll test it out, and then they'll roll it out in the UK, in Western Europe, in America, Canada. There are a bunch of Swedes in the south. They wouldn't do Oh, Australia, a bunch of Swedes in the sun. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of Australian fans, and they're good guys, but they went from being a very macho society that doesn't uphold bate business, that is not beholden to sickness, to what's happening now, man. Maybe Parker twerks for Paris. I'm sure he does a lot more than that. She probably twerks for him. I reckon Fury liked the video. Yeah, probably. He probably doesn't mind. He knows it's true. But Parker had to watch out because his wife was in New Zealand with the kids. But, you know, usually you think, oh, this guy's mad, wouldn't you? You think this guy's stupid. You laugh at it. You know, Parker, you think would have put like a, if you noticed it, well, he did notice it, but he would put a message laughing and go, you're full of shit or something. Come round to my house and I'll slap you or something like that. But no, he blocked the chubby, which is very incriminating. Yo, Arrow 08 chubby. I hope you're keeping well, bro. I'm okay, bro. Why does someone keep bringing up the past? They can't move forwards. In late years, I prefer to be single. Life is much more straightforward. Well, that's a big question, brother. It's straightforward. I've been on my own for a bit, but you miss women. You know, can't live with them. Can't live with them. You know, and there's a lot of good women there. You know, despite the fact that the media is desperate for men and women to hate each other. They're just dividing us another way. There's a lot of good women about. I've been lucky. I haven't had any freaks. I've never gone out with some freaks. Is it simpler and easier to be single? Sure, but it's also you miss something out of life. So I'm looking to get back in the Pum Pum arena. I need to go and drain the lizard. Right, Ben Whittaker, this is for you. And Carlts TV, the midget. Who's the worst rapper in the world, worst rapper in the UK, even worse than Gay J. I shimmy, I jimmy, I give Sam Stroller a stiffy. This is what I think of you, Ben Whittaker. This is what Leon Schilling did to you, Ben Whittaker. You're a bum. Your eyes too close together. Your little midget. Carlts TV is an embarrassment. He's a bum. He sent me a picture. This little bitch, this little leprechaun, sent me a picture of his ass and thought that'd be offensive. He deleted it. He had a huge black ass. I mean, Babbage is a giant cock. Oh, he's a bellend, Babbage. But I would also say just make the most you can out of boxing. You're limited. You know, nothing about boxing. You're a bum. Did you see Gage? I mean, he'd be good in a fight. Of course he'd be good in a street fight. What Babbitt should do, and maybe Steve Robinson as well, both of them are bums. What they should do, they've got some power, they've got some toughness, especially Robinson. Steve Robinson's chin was very impressive, but they should do either bare knuckle, because there's less skill in that. It's about toughness and about power punching, or they should do that slap. You know that slapping show where you have the power slap, something like that, man. Powers. Thoughts on Abdo fighting on a Misfits card? Woo! What, Katie Abhole? No doubt talks about we comparing her debut to Lomachenko's. Yeah, she's better than most of the men. She's oh, well, I hope she gets slapped up, man. My boy Yvonne says Southern Illinois, St. Louis is a close city. Cool, brother. What's it like there, brother? St. Louis? What's St. Louis like? Is it quite violent? St. Louis, nice. You've got a gun. Everybody got a gun. Yeah, you know, I've never been to Dallas. I've been to the East Coast a lot, Miami, New York, this kind of place. I've been to Seattle. I haven't been to. I would like to go to some hillbilly states, man, because they're cool guys and they all got guns. And my boy, I knew this boy. He used to go out with the ex. He's English. He used to go out with a. He married a Dallas Cowboys ex-cheerleader, right? And he went over there, and he's hanging out with their brothers, and they got AK-47s in their trucks, like just like, oh look at that, check my AK out, and I'm like, blood clot, many guns. What's your favorite gun, blood? Because in England they don't allow you nothing. Has Fury ever interacted with you, even subliminally? So some people say, so I've had fans say. He obviously watches your video because he makes videos and makes weird comments that refer to your videos. So yeah, probably. I mean, he definitely knows. The channel's not big. But boxing is a small world, right? You imagine I've had loads of people come and complain, and like people like Sonny Edward, it's there. They know. Ben Shalom knows the channel. Don't think Eddie Hearn don't know it. Just Cougar knows it. Tyne knows it, 5 years in jail over here for a tutor. Yeah, it's pathetic, isn't it? They want to get butchered on the street by a bunch of someone. But the point is, the first thing a proper dictator will do, and we are in a dictatorship, it's just we don't have just one head. It's not just one easy head dictator. You take away your weapons and your ability to defend yourself, your ability to fight back, and then they deliberately, antagonize you and make you scared, so you seek the protection of the state. You feel me? So that, we're allowed some things. We're allowed crossbows, funnily enough, repeater crossbows. I might get one, man. Junior Jones, evening folks. Yeah, evening, Junior. What's up, brother? I used to quite like Junior Jones. He was a gutsy fighter. You see, them old, you still get them now, but the old school fights, the big fights, right? The good fighters will just try and win by any means necessary and by KO, because you can't mess with no KO. Junior Jones would give his all. Yeah. Check me, if there's no white women's, what would you take second choice? Damn. I mean, it depends. If you mean the pure white women's, there will still be women who are 85% white. It depends. I mean, it's not going to happen anyway. It's nonsense. But I don't know, man. I'd find one of those, maybe a Persian woman like Shane Bongos. Because, listen, man, Shane is a great donor of the channel and was always on the lives. But now the pum pum has taken him away. So it must be extremely sweet. Shit, Yakub at 20.22 is glorified BB gun. Exactly, brother Von. So you recognize how cuckolded we are in Europe and in Britain. We can't do nothing, blood. We cannot do nothing, bro. Like I said, you're allowed to have a shotgun if you have a good reason for it. And the laws are not as tight as people think they are. You can get certain weapons, semis and so on, but you get visited by the police. They have to make sure you have a safe that you keep it in. They got to check your criminal record and all this stuff. But you're allowed a repeater crossbow. And I'm looking at that. Dave Allen is Visa 20-inch pizza. Oh, the pizza wouldn't have a chance. Come on, bro. That pizza would last about 5 minutes at the most and devour it viciously. It's Dave Allen KO1. But the rest of you, if you have a blade longer than 1.5 inches, correct? You're not allowed that, right? You could have like a penknife, a Swiss Army penknife that has a screwdriver, a magnifying glass, a toothpick, all this kind of stuff. But it's got a blade that's over 1.5 inches and you're nicked, man. Patch slap is gay. It's fun, but it's terrible. But, if you're Babbage or Steve Robinson, they can make some money out of it. I think they should do bare knuckle. Definitely. They might do well. Yeah, Dr. Female Mutilations. What's up, Triple B and the funds? Would Triple B ever think of opening a B&B, become a whole driller like? I'd open it up in India so I can watch all these white girls take dumps and shower themselves. And, they can tell me about how spiritual they are. Yeah, I'd do that. Health is Wealth. My man, Health is Wealth. Good to see you, brother. I hope you're well. My boy Health is Wealth is a very generous donor. What's up, brother? Did you see that slap contest? One's an island, their genetics are elite. I tell you what, I told you, man. Samoans, Islanders are serious guys. They're known to be pretty cool. I got some funds and we talk and stuff. And they're cool and they're laid back, but you don't upset them because they can fight. There's only something like 250,000 Samoans in the world, and yet, right? Loads of them are top boxers. NFL, there's American Samoa. I don't know what it's called now. It was called American Samoa. It was an island of 40,000 people, and they have 30 guys in the NFL at any one time. Yeah. You can't go to league. I'm not sure of the laws. There are certain ways around things. There are certain weapons that are allegedly out of date, and you're allowed to own them as antiques. but you may not be able to own the ammunition. It's quite complex. The 2.2 long rifle in the UK is still gay. Of course it is, man. 2.2 is like, it's a tiny round. It's like that. This is a 2.2 round, like that. You can kill someone, but crossbows can't be used as concealed. Right, you can't walk around with a crossbow. You can only have it at your house or if you're going to the range. But it's something. Latina, right? You mean if there weren't no white women, who would you go? Latina? Yeah, but Latinas, it's not really a race, is it? I mean, obviously, there's no such thing as races. There's one race, the human race, guys. Don't be so ignorant. But I mean, Latina, what is it? It's a culture. It basically means people that are of Latin origin. That's all it means. You got black Latinas, you got white Latinas. Look at Cameron Diaz. She's from Cuba blood. She's got blue eyes and blonde hair. UK had a gun ship taken after World War One and other things as well. World War One and also Michael Ryan. R.I.P. Shane Bongos will be. Of course, I miss Shane Bongos. We want to get the person on the show. Shane, I can give you a link tonight. Yakub, I know that. You ain't talking about men's. Yakub, Sam Stroller likes he likes Ryan Garcia, but he generally likes him a bit browner. He quite likes Ben Whittaker, Tyne Booth, Ryan Garcia. That's another one to the pum pum. Yeah, pum pum is a very strong drug. It's pretty awesome when you got a real pretty girl, right? Look, I'm a Christian, so sex is not everything in the world anymore to me. But when you got a girl with a face in your pillow, her ass in the air, and she's screaming for the Corey, it's very addictive, man. Would you get dumped on by the elite for 1 billion? I've not one. No, I mean, well, it depends what you mean. Would let someone take a dump on my chest for 1 billion? I mean, technically that's value for money, but I'm not lowering myself to that disgustingness. No. Us. Yakub, that's Samoan. Us. They're called Usos or Us, which is brother or bro. Yeah, I really like Samoans. I've been invited over to Samoa, you know that. I've been invited to Samoa to hang out with the Us, bro. It'd be awesome, man. It's quite far away, though. Del Boy sounded like Scooby-Doo in his recent interview. Del Boy, what? Chisora? Oh, man. It's a bit of a shame, right? Because in many ways, Derek Chisora is a successful boxing story because he wasn't that good, but he made millions and millions and has got a good life and a house. Or probably several. But he's very punch drunk now, yeah. That's like Coogan's Corey, that. Gross. Sri Lankans are known to have small Corys, though. Chubby, we now graduated from court inspections to bat inspections. Say that it ain't so, brother. We don't do court inspections either. I got sent. I told you, right? I showed you earlier. I don't know if you was here. There's this idiot called Carlts TV who's this bum. This Lou.
Right.
Yeah, well.
There's something wrong, Ty. You usually so up for it.
That's the only thing. Yeah, so this guy called Carlts TV, and he's a little bum boy. Here he is, the little bitch. Look at this fat idiot. Yeah. And he keeps on backing Ben Shitka. He's a midget. If you're not an ex-criminal, you can have an AR-15 with an FAC license. What, in the UK? Yeah, but it's semi-automatic, right? It's not full automatic, but yeah. How come Pum Pum can't attract Sam Stroller? Because he's deranged. He's degenerate. He's a pig. Will your Samoan friends take you to jail? Yeah. Well, if you mean take me as in link me up with Jay, I love that, man. Jail Pattaya. We know the history, right? Chubby is back Jail Pattaya. Why? Because he knew he was a serious fighter. And I said it. I pointed it out. Before he fought Bradis, I said, this guy is going to win. And he's a serious fighter. And as I said, I rate Bradis. But I'd seen Pattaya, the footwork, the timing, the accuracy, the power. And I said, this guy is a serious fighter. And he wants to be, he's a killer. but he's apparently a very humble, nice guy. My Australian friends tell me they've trained with him, and like he's a good guy, and you can see it in the videos. He likes to, he just wants to be a fighter, bro. He just wants to be a fighter. And he doesn't go for the PR and the BS. He brings it in the ring. He'll just bring it in the ring. Like, you see when you knock out Ellis Zorro. Obviously, Ellis Zorro's out of his class, okay? And you know, I respect Zorro for taking that fight because it's a crazy tough fight. He would have got paid a lot. Good on him, but he got ironed out. And when he got ironed out, Jay is standing over him just like that. Get up. Have some more. Samoan power. He didn't because he was knocked out. But yeah, I'd love to have Jay Opata on the show. Anyone's welcome on the show. Wagwan, MJ Boxing 82, my ninjas. Yeah, Wagwan, follow my boy MJ Boxing 82 channel. Check him out. Chippy, what's your opinion on the tunnelers for airstriking old workers? They have no much. Right, so there's this story. There's a bunch of guys from the UK. One of them was SBS, apparently. Special boat service. That's quite serious. Or they're just Zog bots. Okay? And he got smoked and killed in Gaza. And part of me would be like saying to them, if you really want to make a difference, then buck up against the system. Overthrow the system. Talk about the system. Don't go over there and put yourself in danger. So Cesaro has no brain cells yet. It's a shame, but you're right. Derek's sitting on his farm with a big spliff. But Cesaro, he just likes the attention, right? He likes the attention, and he's always been a good guy to watch to fight. But he's a bit fruity himself. So, ST, play the time rap again. Oh, you really want to say? Okay, I played it like 3 times yesterday, but yeah, of course I'll play it again, man. Yeah. Of course, I'll play it again. This is my video still is not uploaded, by the way. You know that. Yeah. So this is the video. So Time, the background, if you don't know, okay. So Time Booth did like a 1 hour. He doesn't do a lot of videos now. He's on the Pocket. He's on the BKM Pocket, and he's been demonetized, right? So he doesn't do a lot of videos, but he spent 40 minutes of an hour live talking about the Triple B and said he wants to be like me and all this weird stuff. And I was like, Tan, you know, you're my biggest fan. You even watched the early stuff I did with Stroller, Sam. Anyway, so here he is. So yeah, so I'll show you the video. I think it's very amusing.
Hey, Race Boxers, please come on my show. I PM'd you on Insta, let's link up together, bro. I talk about you all the time. You've not been watching. There probably was a problem with your broadband or something. Sometimes I ramble incoherently and talk shit when I'm high. But anyway, fuck it. What's been up, man? Please reply. My daughter hates me rejected. She got an old girl now and won't talk to me. Shamed about her brown dad. Did you hear about the gay uncle too? I'm sorry. Dad would take you brutally in the back. I know you hear this every day, but I'm your biggest fan. I even watched the early shit you did with Stroller, Sam. You're my screensaver and I bought some merch too, man. I like the way you dealt with Sonny too, that shit was bad. Anyways, I hope you get this, man. Hit me back. Just a chat, truly yours. Your biggest fan. This is Tyann.
There you go, brother. I hope you enjoyed that. Well, I'm just saying, MJ Boxing. What the Persian Pum Pum, brother? Larry, listen, I would like to see Jay Opata, he's the new Macon Cruiserweight champion, Zordo. Zordo is pretty good, but I still reckon Jay beats him. Jay would definitely beat him, is my opinion. I don't really rate Zordo. I haven't seen his fight against Arsene, who he just had, but he didn't look good against Joe Smith Jr. I think Jay would destruct and destroy him. What is Sam Stroller's dream, Brown man? Sugar Ray Robinson. Where's Emperor? He's probably shithead. MJ, you're late. STS special times. Not SBS, STS. Emperor's sick due to eating all that Eritrean sick shit. Mixed with it. It's like Eritrean food is like some shit on a plate and they serve it up to you with no shame. Some crazy evangelicals in America, though. I don't know. I started to think they're based. Vernon, peace to all the Yakub creations in the chat. Thank you, Vernon. To all you evil white devils and your biggest fan. Tyne or Steve Robinson, who are you talking about, brother? You're responding to something. Chubby would smoke his biggest fan, that Batty man. This is Tyne. I like Tyne, you know. I don't want to repeat myself, but he changed the banter game in boxing. And he did well, but he you know, he let it go. He let it go. He could have taken advantage. He should have done more videos. He should have upped his merchandise. But he's a white dwarf. He's a white dwarf now. He's headed towards a black hole, and that's physics, brother. It's finished. Big ups to ST. Thanks for playing it again. I enjoy it, man. I still laugh. I must have watched it about 30 times. And it's embarrassing, you might say, to laugh at your own jokes, but it's pretty funny. And your biggest fan, this is Tyann. I like the way you dealt with Sonny Edwards. That stuff was bad. I got an ad. Well done. Well, at least we got an ad. Your eyes are too close together. Your eyes too close together, you pussy hole. Yakub says, "Vod, most of my family are crazy evangelicals. Brother and father evangelical preach. I feel sorry for them. I actually backed them, brother. Did they take the jabber jibber? Hopefully not. Ben Monet. Bivol dominated Zerdo Optao Kerham within 3. I don't think 3, because 3 is very quick. Optao has got a very violent punch and he's very accurate. But he still is quite measured. He will still kind of wait for the opportunities. He won't just jump on them straight away. He'll build them. He'll get the guy to take a misstep and then bang them. I think he will KO Zerdo in about 8 rounds. When time will leave big, I mean, he's already started slagging him off, but he's on the pocket. When you're on the pocket, you can't leave, brother. Blood in, blood out. The evangelicals, Mormons, and Amish are the most base in the US. I agree with you, especially the Amish. They've got the same life expectancy as the rest of America, yet they refuse all medication. What does that tell you? I agree with them on many things, but they've got to stop being useful goys to Isa. That's a big issue. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know Von. I don't know your peeps, but if they're back in Isa, then we've got a problem. On YouTube, you watched the Whittaker inbred family. Oh, I've already rinsed Whittaker's family. His dad is one of the ugliest people I've ever seen. He looks like he's some kind of hominid. That's like, what do I say, like a hominid that no longer exists because it's too primitive. Why is Jazz career going so slow, Chubby? I'll answer that in a minute. Hearn and Gay J afraid of him developing, possibly sparking out their homo towards the boy. Seems like everyone's holding back. It's a number of things. Firstly, I think he is based. He may not come out and say it, but I believe he is, right? And he just doesn't go in for the PR stuff and the boasting and the bragging. He just wants to take care of business, right? But he's fighting Bradis again on May the 18th. And I think he'll win, probably stop Bradis late. Bradis is now just a bit too old. Focused on Jake Paul. He was a great fighter, but it's the end now. Mormons ain't based. They believe their gods will follow complete from. Yeah, sorry. Mormons are not based whatsoever. Sorry, I was thinking of another. What are they called? Mennonites. I was thinking the Mennonites. The Mormons are not based. They follow a false religion. Yeah, they follow some weirdo who allegedly had a special pair of glasses. And he read a new Bible. They got delivered him, but you could only read him with the glasses. I mean, this is crazy. This is real, right? You could only read him with the special glasses. And apparently he lost the glasses, right? He lost the glasses. And then he couldn't read it. No one could read it anymore because they had no more glasses to read it with. But he knew it in his head. I mean, can you believe that, man? The Jake Paul Tax Fight exhibition. I haven't seen any updates yet. I don't think the full rules have been released. Nah. MJ is on about his inbred family in West Virginia called the Whittaker. I was thinking of them moral. Why does Christians support Isa? They're misled. And a lot of these evangelicals, Billy Graham and people like that, are actually funded by non-Christians, right, to push an agenda. So they're not to be believed. In fact, not many evangelicals that don't support Isa, right? Okay. Don't tell anyone, but my mum flies the Isa flag outside the house. Blood clot. Well, bro, I understand why you got that problem. They need to be educated, brother. And that's a shame because they're not being true Christians. Otherwise, they would know who the enemy was. Has anyone heard about the B-Team and the E-Team? There were two supposed art projects on the 91st floor of the World Trade Center filled with Isa art students. Very weird. It wasn't just the 91st floor. It was on the exact floor where the explosions happened. So check it out. Jesus was Jewish. Well, I mean, this is one of the things they put out. He was brought up as a Jew. He was raised as a Jew. But he essentially was the Son of God and the Messiah. So he's not a Jew. You can't just, that's too easy a label. And all the early Jews became Christians. All the early Christians were Jews, you know. All the early disciples. So it was a continuation of Judaism. But some, and all the early Christians mainly were Jews. There were a few Gentiles, but mainly. And but some Jews did not feel Jesus was the Messiah and rejected him. That's what it is, right? And there's a big difference between Sephardi, Mizrahi Jews, i.e. Semitic Jews, and Ashkenazic. They're very different people with different beliefs. They help because their Bible tells them that the Jews are God's chosen. Yeah, but that's simplistic, and it's you got to look at the detail, right? For example, there's a few quotes. Now, this is not a religious channel. This is a boxing channel. I don't want to talk about religion too much, but because it can cause problems. But you know, what did Jesus say? No, you're always the sons of Satan. You're always the sons of Satan. You follow Satan. South Park mocked the Mormons episode. Funny as I never watched that, but yeah, I mean, the Mormons are nuts. South Park is based. It is in some ways, but it also isn't. They predict stuff. When Jesus died, Christianity was made in remembrance of Jesus. It wasn't even called Christianity. It was very, very few. They would just say, we're Jews. We're followers of Judaism. You know, we're following Jesus. But later on, a schism. Obviously, there's, you know, these two groups disagreed. And so they started to call themselves followers of Christ and Christians. But it took quite a long time before the actual word Christian was used to define a specific community. South Park mocks everybody, right? Which I kind of respect. I respect the Mormons should be. They married their daughters off young. They can't have multiple wives. They can have multiple wives, but they do have multiple wives. Oh, sorry, yeah, can have multiple. I mean, the thing is, the Bible's full of kings that have had several wives. So maybe it's okay. I don't know. Remember when they put Muhammad in a bear costume? No, I didn't. I didn't see that. Jesus' mom was a Jew, so I think he's a Jew. Yeah. But it depends how you define a Jew. You know, is it a religion? Is it an ethnicity? Is it a culture? Is it all of them? You know, it's never that simple. Seems like there's an awful lot of symbology throughout religion, of course, brother. And everything can be interpreted in many ways. So people find contradictions. No, I believe the Talmud got put together after Jesus' time. I'm not 100% sure. This is not religious channel, it's a course. No, but yeah, we can't talk too much about religious differences because it's strictly it's a boxing channel. But both the creators of South Park all drillers believe. I do believe it, brother. I'm going to hit this now. Master boy, Tommy Gunn, what's up, brother? Bringing the relentless with lives, doing God's work here. God bless you. Yeah, thank you, brother. I love it. This is the highlight of my day. How did you become red pill? Great question, Ben188. So I always knew something was wrong. Yeah, I was always like, but you know, like when you're doing okay in life, the main things you care about are you getting pum pum? Can you pay the rent? Can you eat? And if that's sorted, you're like, well, the big stuff I'm not going to worry about. So even though I had a few red pills, and I'd be like, this makes no sense. This makes, and people have told me stuff. Like, for example, I remember when I read about how they would tell us the mainstream media how Osama bin Laden had built a secret cave in a mountain with a hospital, with a Wi-Fi room and all this stuff, and where vehicles could come. I was like, that's impossible. As if you could bring the equipment to Afghanistan to build that. And then they started telling me that Saddam Hussein had built fake lakes that opened up and that there were missiles. I was like, this is obviously nonsense. How can you believe that? And Matthew Kelly, sorry, not Matthew Kelly, Dr. Kelly, who got whacked. So it was always there. But what really red pilled me was about a week. It took about a few days. WTC 7, yeah. And some guy opened my eyes about 911. And I looked into it and I was like, blood clot. And once you've opened your eyes a bit, you start looking at other things. And things like the moon landing, I was like, this has got to be bullshit. So should be bringing the accuracy, the speed, the accuracy. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I ain't gonna say that. No, I mean, Israel, look, these things are very complex questions. Okay, they're not easily answerable with one answer. And my position as a Christian is, and the red pill brought me to the God pill, and the fact that all the predictions are coming true are what made me to a Christian. So despite some historical questions, some contradictions or whatever, I'm sold and I'm a Christian. That's it, man. Excuse me. What's your favorite oil drilling box of Triple P? My man. No, my man's I was with. No, okay, so let's look at the main ones. You got Otto Wallin. Hey guys, okay, just because my girl has an 11-inch dick, it doesn't mean she's not a woman, okay, guys? Not him, because he pushed the jabber and this thing, the mash. The mash. You gotta wear the mash to protect the old peoples. Sonny Edwards is an old driller, although he's moved on to Brazilian, so she's a light Brazilian. Quite like Sonny. Quite like Sonny. Kele Plant, I respect him. He can fight, but there's something going on wrong there. David Diamante is obviously a wrong. I'm not sure, brother. Sonny Edwards, I say probably. Ben Shalom worships buff format. Well, read the evidence. Yeah, I bet he did. Jesus is obviously actually that's historical records and other writings and the Bible don't mention that. They actually say he was white skinned, but Judas was someone. Okay, I say now at this point we've discussed a lot about religion and Christianity. I say believe it. All the predictions come true. Take the red pill and then go to the good pill. I'd rather talk about something other than just the origins of Christianity and Judaism. Yeah, how's it going everywhere? Food knows it's going all right, man. We're just having a theological conversation, but it's starting to bore me. I'd rather talk about oil drilling, pum pum. Von, do you think Zoo would have beat Fondora if they can't have? Good, thank you. Back to boxing, and I'm glad about that, Von. Thank you, brother. So I had said in my preview. So obviously, so right. To go back. I predicted that Mendoza would knock out Fondora. I said he's just too tall. He's skinny. Mendoza is a puncher. It was 7-1, and it happened. This fight, I said Fondora has a chance. Why? Because of, again, his tallness. I said I think Zoo will catch him at some stage though on his tall chin and knock him out. I was wrong, but I haven't watched the fight, so that's the most important thing. But from what I've heard written, Zoo was doing well until he got the cut, and then the blood in his eye. He's fighting with one eye, and he was tough. He was courageous. I would have to watch the fight to tell you for sure, but certainly there's a chance. And now they talk about Fondora fighting Crawford, so. Should be opinion of black Israeli who preached they were enslaved white people. They are spreading London, burning men. Well, it's another cult. It's a fraud. I don't bother about it. Web saying, "What up, my brother?" From a beautiful country of Error Island. Chucky, a lot of blood. Chubby, I'm in a local Turkish restaurant. I'm in a lamb shisha. Oh, man, I am jealous, brother. When I was in town, in Greenwich, Deptford, all these places, I had jollof, Jamaican jollof rice, jerk chicken. I had kebabs, and I loved that food. But that's not an excuse for the clergy plan. What's going on with Zeus Quarter? I didn't watch it, but was it possibly the reason for them not to get in the fight? Getting the right mixture for the cut. Okay, sounds a bit like a setup there, like PBC Game and Incompetent Combat. I'd have to watch, but I have heard a few theories. I think they wanted Zoo to lose. Why? Because Zoo was not really tied. He's not American, so he's not going to be that. Unless he's an absolute superstar. He's not going to be a big sell in the United States, even though he can talk English. Like people like Golovkin, Klitschko, Lomachenko, they hate in the United States. By that I mean the people that are running things on TV, because they're not Americans. Okay. And they'll do Mexicans as well, Canelo, because obviously Mexico, a lot of Mexican Americans, there's a huge base there to buy. But they don't like guys like Golovkin, Lomachenko, Klitschko, and these Europeans, or like Zeus, an Australian, because they can't control them. They can't control them in the same way. Well, it's curious. Crawford, Crawford's definitely a very good fighter. I don't really buy the pound for pound thing anyway, because it's all subjective. It's all meaningless. Anyway, I say every time there's only one Kang. There's only one Kang, the heavyweight Kang, the top boy, because he can beat everyone below him, right? He's the only king. Give me your Mayweather as your pound for. I'll put Mayweather against Dave Allen. Dave Allen would destroy him. And that's what we're talking about when we talk about PPP. What's going on with the little GIMP? Oh, yeah. Oh, the little Carlts TV. Let me show you another picture of this idiot. So this guy has been getting upset because I've been rinsing his boyfriend, Ben Whittaker, yeah? He even set up a fake account, right? And he goes, oh, you're a loser. You must got a small dick. And all this stuff. And I'm looking at him and you're just midget. You're a joke. You're an embarrassment. Look, let me show you a picture. Hang on. Look at this. This is the little bitch. Wearing that stupid suit. Look how short he is. He's 5'4" or something. And he's an alleged rapper, but he's so bad. Even Ben Whittaker rinses him. And there's pictures of the producer going, oh, this guy's awful. I believe every boxer should have a loss on their record. It's Floyd's fault. Boxers are scared to lose that. It's not. Yeah, people say it started with Floyd. I don't think so. But they realized, by they I mean the TV producers, and the unbeaten tag was a huge selling point. So they pushed it. Yeah, that's why I respect Crawford, Spence, Judah, because they're willing to fight. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with them. They don't excite me. Weps invest in white-owned business. No diversity allowed. Yeah. What should not be happening in 2024? You can be a bit naive, my boy MJ. No war should ever be happening. There will always be some disagreements and some skirmishes, right? But these things now are just politicians using us, bankers using us. Why do Americans say finna? Yeah, I don't get that either. I'm finna. What is it? I'm fixing up, or I'm about to. I'm finna gonna win. It's just a stupid ghetto expression, bro. Greatest small hat boxer. Ooh, big question. Big question. And you might actually find some guys you don't realize. Zab Judah? Maybe Zab Judah. There were quite a lot of Jewish boxers in the early part of the 20th century. But I tell you who it isn't. It's not Dimitri Salita. Remember when Audi published that open letter to Frank Warren that called him wasted? No, did he? I'd love to read that, bro. That must be hilarious. Audi go give him a hard time, and to some extent unfairly, because he won the first gold medal in boxing for years, and it was super heavyweight, and he turned over to BBC. He got a great deal. He did his own negotiations and dealings, so I respect that. And since then, a lot of boxers like David Gay, David Gay have gone out on their own, and I respect them for looking after their own interests. Well done. So Audie did a lot of good for boxing, and some people say it brought a lot of money into the ABA and the boxing programs. You know, now all the top international British boxers get, you know, a salary and stuff like that. So they did a lot of good, Woody Harrison. Unfortunately, he did a lot of bragging, a lot of boasting, and he couldn't back it up. So I heard a guy in America who lit himself on fire, yelling "Free Palestine." Oh, I didn't even watch it. I was just, this can't be real, man. What are you going to achieve anyway? I mean, it's nuts, man. Yeah, Fireboy was a gay health self-hating lefty. Yeah, whatever. I can't spend time on idiots like that. The suspect thing with Crawford is what happened with the gloves with Avanesian. Great point. Gloves don't explode like that. In my opinion, gloves were loaded with plaster so it could get homecoming KO. And those that go, oh, you are conspiracy theories. Well, I mean, it's happened loads of times. What about Luis Rest or Billy Collins? Right? What about allegedly Carl Froch, Lucian Mute? What about, well, according to Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury? What about Antonio Margarito? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, brother. I'm not sure about that. It could be forgivable. And to be honest, it's only up to God to decide where we go. So, and some people say it never used to be. The Church of England took this on because there'd been a spate of suicides. They wanted to, you know, they wanted to stop people doing that for reasons of being work people and the community. So they suddenly said, if you kill yourself, you go to hell. So Benzo is a crap rapper. Oh yeah, Benzo. Let's have a look at Benzo, man. He's got this rap tune out, this kind of R&B type thing, and it's so whack. And it's all done by machines, you know. Oh no, that's my yeah. Benzo Whittaker rap. Let's see if I can find it. And it's just the usual nonsense. It's here he goes. Here goes the idiot. Sorry, advert. Yeah, let's see if we can get this idiot on. It's not nearly as bad as Carlts TV rapping. This is Ben Whittaker's rap. This is... How many times these niggas tried to dig me wrong? How many times did I write my pain up in a song? How many times did I slide them right down for the pro? How many times did I get run there for the pro? How many times too many? How many man too many? How many man want me? That's Benzo. Actually, it's not that bad. But it's all computers, isn't it? You know, no one cares about money. Zoo and Jay Optai. Sorry, Jay Blood Clot. My boy Elder's Wealth. Zoo and Jay Optai have shown the most heart in the past few years of boxing. Yeah, Optai just broke by Bradis and stuck in there. He had his jaw broken twice in the second round and I think the 10th round. Zoo could have fought no contest, but he kept his belt. Yeah, because it was it a headbutt or an elbow? It was an illegal shot. He could easily have pulled out. Zoo showed heart. I like Zoo. He's the son of Kostya Zoo, so I'm not surprised. Ben's G4. That's Mickey Cohen. Mickey Cohen, wasn't he part of the building Vegas? I don't know. Mickey Cohen is. Teddy Atlas won the Golden Globe. Yes. I'm a finner. Ebonics for fixing to. What does that mean anyway? Fixing to. It's bullshit, right? I'm a finner. Ghetto Ebonics. Yeah, it is. Remember when Audie was in Big Brother 2015 with Gary Busey? Oh, Gary. I didn't watch it. I've never watched Big Brother because I was in the pub once and I seen this woman, right? She's like going, I don't know what I'm gonna do now, Big Brother, and Strictly Come Dancing off the TV. And I was like, blood clot. How can you do that, man? Fish Eyes used to laugh at all these quotes. There's a rumor on the internet. I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't looked at the Corey. This is not a Corey channel. That Elder Harris is a really small Corey. And he used to take it out and laugh about it. I don't know if that's true. If you don't get the undisputed heavyweight class, I'm going to set myself on fire. Like that guy. Free Palestine. What an idiot, man. How can you, I mean, how can you be that deranged and have no wish to preserve yourself, man? I think Bob Arum reached 100. Yeah, definitely. But Bob Arum drinking baby blood. What do they call it? Adrenal. I think it's the biggest boxing robbery of all time. Oh, there's so many, it's difficult to say. And you always forget some, right? What would you say as my first question? Give me 3. One of the most forgotten ones and the lesser known ones is Billy Hardy, Orlando Canizales. And Orlando Canizales was a top fighter, pound for pound. And I think he came to England and he boxed Billy. Billy was a ginger guy, very white-skinned. Nazim Mohammed knocked him out in 90 seconds. But Billy he fought above himself that day, and he beat Canizales, and that's a forgotten one. Do you know Billy Hardy, right? He's from Sunderland. He's a ginger guy with a moustache. Nazim knocked him out, like I said, 90 seconds. It was brutal. He broke his nose. It was a horrible knockout. I was there. And he apparently has got a huge quarry. So there you go. Turn that off, please. What, Benzo's tune? Come on, bro. It's kicking, blood. It's kicking. So, some crying and whimpering from I get emotional. So much auto tune on that rap. There you go. I mean, they might as well. It could be AI, man. It could not even be him. When Ben cried, I get so emotional. You just slap that poster with my Penny's music. I did when I was out. I was like, bing. You're a mug. Your eyes too close together. And then this bitch in front of me tried to have a go. And he soon shut up. I put it in the video that's uploaded at the moment. You can see. Yeah, what's up, brother? Red Thunder. Can you tell us about the guy that got angry? Yeah. So, like I said, I'm still trying to upload this video. It's been uploading for literally 3 hours. Maybe it's on now. But so what happens? I'm sitting there with my boy, right? I'm sitting there with my boy. And, Whittaker's coming. So I'm like, your eyes too close together. Your eyes too close together. I've done a video on it, and you can see it. And then he's got to, that man needs to turn the volume on his radio down, innit? Like, it's a threat, right? So I just rinsed him for 10 minutes. Me and my pal was just going, hey, stop talking so loud. You're talking too loud. Turn around. It was juvenile, but it's, turn your stuff down on the radio, all this stuff. And this guy look around and he see the Chill B. I'm only 16 stone. And he see me with my boy with that 20, he's big blood, over 20 stone. There's over 40 stone of man who can fight behind this guy. And then he stopped talking, but I still rinse him for another 5 minutes. Anyway, you'll see him in the video. I put him in the video. I took a picture of the prick. 90% rap is auto-tune. Yeah, of course, it's all nonsense. I'm going to drain the lizard, guys. So, tell me about Ben Whittaker. How far do you think Ben Whittaker can get? Because he was shown up by our man, the Central Area Champion, Leon Williams. This is what I think about Ben Whittaker, okay, guys? Hey, guys, this is Ben Whittaker. Hey, guys, this is what I think about Ben Whittaker, okay, guys? Come on, Ben. You'll love it. Ben shall understand this to you. There we go. There we go. What do you think about that, Ben Whittaker? Carlts TV. Yeah, bum. The worst rapper since Gay J. Yeah, how dare Ben Whittaker say he's an introvert? Oh, some deluded guy. Oh, sorry, guy. Okay, it's okay. How dare Ben Whittaker say he's an introvert? Some deluded guy. If you're an introvert, I'm 100. Well, it's just part of his. See, he's done the typical thing. First, if the elites have signed you, you've got to Huh? You got to play their game and do what they say. But it's the, oh, I'm a sensitive guy. Oh, I'm fine. I'm really lovely, actually, because he knew you was a mug. And you got found out. What a tough life Ben's almost had growing up in the richest, safest countries in the world. Exactly, man. Huh? These guys that rap about hard times need to travel more. Absolute melts, yeah. And it gets way worse. Like, Ben Whittaker grew up in Britain, in Wolverhampton, and he was groomed to be a star since he was like 12. He got paid a salary. He went to the Olympics. He boxed all around the world. He had a hard time. Yeah. Same with Gay J. He grew up in middle-class Watford, went to a private school, allegedly in Nigeria. Yeah, got looked after. Again, the silver spoon entered his mouth, aged 18 upwards. He's got given all this money. He got gifted an Olympic medal, but he was a horrible time running from the police. You remember that Lucozade about running from the police? Can you imagine? And then I'm like, oh, I had to do it to survive. And the other really terrible one is, I don't like slagging off Steve Robinson, right? I don't mean Steve Robinson from Wales. I mean Steve Robinson from Newcastle, right? Steve Robinson was crying like a pussy hole after the like I said, watching him get beaten up was horrible. It took part of my soul away. The guy just couldn't move out of the way. I don't know how anyone let him in a boxing ring, but he was very tough. But he was crying after beating Nick Campbell, you know, the rugby player. Oh, no one said I'd ever do anything. I was always told I'd be a nobody. I was like, hang on a minute. Why are you playing this hard luck thing? You're 6'5.5". You know, no homo. You're good looking. You're massive. You're a boxer. You're in Newcastle, which is a lovely town, and you're telling me how bad you had it. Shut up, you mug. Isn't about all these tiny Corey. Then what sort of person? It isn't true about all these Corey. What sort of person start? Yeah, that. What exactly? I believe it's true. I mean, like, you know, they talk about BBC and all that stuff. You know, the big black Corys, and then but on the basketball forum, a few guys have collected these pictures of all these black guys with tiny Corys. So it obviously happens, you know. Anyway, this isn't a Corey channel. Birmingham is rough. I didn't say it's Birmingham. He's from Wolverhampton blood, and he'd been on the England team for years, and he'd been all around the world. He'd been to the Olympics. Don't give me that nonsense, man. He did not have a hard time. I'm not saying Birmingham's the easy city, but it's Britain. You didn't grow up in Soweto, did you? Brum is a dumb. I wouldn't call it a robbery. Yeah, but Aaron Pryor beat Alessios Arguello through the substance of what was in the book. Right, there's another one. People say, oh, people don't believe anything unless it's found out with certainty. So like this, you can see the guy going, oh, give me the other bottle. Give me the other bottle that I mixed earlier. And they gave Pryor, who was a known Yale head, a mix that gave him a lot of energy. Also, and this is written, this is known, Mark Gastineau, Tim Doc Anson. Tim Doc Anson is now in prison doing life for smoking the promoter that stitched him up. Check it out. How did you rate or not Michael Watson? Good question, and it's good to have a boxing question rather than some Corey question. A decent boxer at European and British level, but at world level he was nothing special. McCallum beat him. James Cook beat him. Obviously, Eubank did, but Eubank was really a British and European level fighter. Chris Eubank, it's because of his character and his name, and he had a couple of really brave, good fights. He had world class wins, Nigel Benn, but like Eubank, like Michael Watson had a world class win, but he lacked the true skill at the top. Brum is nothing compared to living in some of the places my mates grew up. Yeah. When fleeing, he wasn't Sudan. I mean, even if you're going to compare Britain, right? The poorest places in Britain are not the cities. They've got opportunities. They've still got things to go to. I'm not saying it's not hard for some people, but the poorest place, what I'm saying is poorest places in the UK are those old, what do you call them? Those towns by the sea where there's no more tourists anymore. They're just rotting They look like sort of shopping malls that are decayed, and the old northern towns where they used to have a lot of industry, you know, fishing and stuff like that, and now that's all died. They're the real poor towns. Remember when Adam Smith cried about watching boxing when he's young? Is that? Of course, it's cringe. It's also a lie, right? So I told you in the last live. By the way, no one's given me a single super shackle. It's 1 hour and 35. But, you know, I don't feel like fishing for cash money, so forget it. Remember when Adam Smith cried? Yes. Now, let me tell you about that. There's loads of articles. Right, okay, let me tell you about it. It was a book. It was an article's book saying, I first got into boxing at the age of 13. Okay, I first got into boxing. And I stayed up to watch Hagler Hearns. And at age 13, it would have been at 5:30 a.m. and he cried when Tommy Hearns lost. That's an utter lie. I'll tell you why. Because firstly, that wouldn't be, you wouldn't, if you got into boxing, it takes a few years to really get into it. You wouldn't suddenly decide to stay up till 5:30 a.m. and be allowed to by your parents at the age of 13, and nor would you cry like a pussy hole. And then it came out that was his story in his book, but then it came out that he'd said in a bunch of interviews, I first got into boxing at the Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, fan man situation. So he lied his ass off. So it's a lie. I agree with you, Mark. First world problems are a cakewalk, yeah? In comparison with third world. Yeah, I mean, all these... And people forget, it's not just about Africa. People love to talk about Africa. Look, what, you think it's good to be in a slum in Delhi, in New Delhi? You think it's great to grow up in some tiny place? Do you know what? Actually, people in places like Mongolia probably have a great existence, living a real life. But places like Russia, Russia's enormous and they're cold. It's freezing. There's nothing. There's no industry. Everyone just drinks vodka. People don't realize how hard these places are. And they've got no opportunity to get out. And Soweto, you know, the ghettos I'm sure in Lagos are no good. I mean, you know, to hear anybody in the Western world cry about how hard they've had it. I've actually spoken to a guy from Brazil. Yeah, he was driving a cab, and he said, "I like to talk to cabbies." And you know, I said, "Where are you from?" Because mostly cabbies are from, right? And he's Brazil, and we just ran. We weren't even talking about it. He goes, "You know what really makes me laugh? Triple B." I said, "What's that, blood?" He goes, "I come to this country 10 years ago. I worked my ass off, and now I've owned my own car and I can drive a cab. I work my ass off, and I see all these idiots growing up in London with all these opportunities that are moaning about how tough it is. I grew up in a poor town in Brazil that had nothing." And now don't get me wrong, this guy, that's not an invitation for the clergy plan, but you know, he just said, "I just can't believe all these guys are whinging. They don't know how great they've got it in the Western world." What sort of retarded comment is that Brum is great because the retards in Sudan live in a big and chill. Yeah, it's not convincing. It's not convincing, but you know, my point is that, I mean, that wasn't my point, but I'd say Brum just isn't that bad. The bar for quality isn't so tough. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Ben Whittaker's a rich lad pretending to be a poor lad like J. Paul. I don't mind that he had a good upbringing. I'm pleased for him. I don't mind, you know. I think it's good that his parents worked and they gave him a nice upbringing. That's great. I got no problem with that. But, you know, don't pretend. You know, I lived in the country for when I grew up, you know, and it was nice, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't deny that. Jake Paul, I don't think Jake Paul pretends he grew up hard, does he? Ben, you know, there's quite a lot of middle class boxers. Gay J is one of them. Even Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson did have it hard. Tyson Fury did grow up that hard. He even said I had a good life. He even says himself, I had a decent life, I had a shelter, I had food, there was never a problem. And yeah, I was brought up to be a boxer, but I had a nice upbringing. I never got in a fight, you know. So, you know, and also you look at Japan, okay? In Japan, there are hardly any, I mean, I wouldn't say everyone's middle class, but even the working class guys there, have a comfortable existence. The farmers, the country people, right? And Japan, there's something like 9 world champion boxers, you know? So it's not, I do think it's an advantage to have a rough upbringing because, you know, it makes you tougher, you know? It makes you tougher. You know, you get more used to fighting and tribulation, but, you know, to try and, it's not the only thing, right? It's not the only thing. Gage only did 2 weeks on remand and shit himself. Yeah, he's pathetic, man. When he was shouting out, Bingo G14, you know what I mean? And he was just, but it may be, he might realize it's fake, but he just has to keep talking that something. You know, there was that advert, Lucas, he's running from the police. Oh, he was doing it to survive poverty and all that crap. Birmingham looks like an African refugee dump these days. An absolute dog. I've never been to Birmingham, bro, but it hardly surprised me. When I went up to Manchester, as David Greenblatt calls it, Manchester, I was shocked. I hadn't been there for 10 years, and I was shocked at how dirty it was. There's a square. You just walk down from the station, there's a main square, right? And on the one hand, they got all kinds of like, I don't know what's called, Piccadilly or something. And on the one hand, they got all kinds of like, you know, trendy markets and little independent shops. And they got all these crackheads and selling you stones. And as well as that, yeah, they got so many poor homeless people. They're just lying there on the streets in a sleeping bag in the middle of the day. I'm just like, no one's doing anything about these poor people. It was quite shocking. So it's of no real surprise. On the other hand, London seems very cleaned up because you don't get that in London. Now, years ago, if you walk past certain areas in London, they were just covered in homeless people. You know, I walked back from Waterloo Station when I was young, and I had to walk down underneath Waterloo, the bridges and all that, and I had to walk to the Strand to try and get a late night bus, and all it was covered with homeless people. You know, I had no idea. I've never seen this, man. So they've all been cleaned up and they've disappeared, but in other cities, I see it. Remember when Adam Smith? Oh, cried. Yeah. Mark, yeah, cool, but praise be unto him. The situation is not as rare as you might think. Large parts of the world are absolutely awful place to live in. We are blessed living in this country. And we do have it easy. And it's not even this country, right? You know, 100 years ago, people have been sent off to world wars to die for elitists and bankers, yeah? They had no access to the internet to know what was going on, right? You know, guys would work in the tin mines of Cornwall, and the average life expectancy for a tin mine worker was 28 because there were so many accidents. So, come on. Anyone with special athletic ability were crucial to teenagers? Yeah, because they push sports through bread and circus. If you're poor, if you have athleticism, teachers will celebrate you and the girls will be on to you. Yeah, man. Anyone like Steve Robinson moaning about how hard he has is full of shit. He would have been massive, tall guy, good looking. All the women would have loved him. He'd have been good at a variety of sports, probably rugby, you know, stuff like that. You know, to have these people complain is just pathetic, man. When I was at school, my PA female teacher called my mate up and made him show his abs while explaining the muscles on abdominals and chest. That sounds a bit creepy, you know, to be I mean, I get it, but there's also an excuse. He didn't grow up in Chechnya. Ramzan Khalilov would have straightened his eyes out. Oh. yeah. And Whittaker's glad he didn't grow up in Chechnya. Mark, blessed to live in Tunbridge Wells, not in Aston in Brundle. Female teacher not to. Yeah, of course. Although I'll just say this, man, it's a lot worse with the males, statistically. Also, we can't pretend that female sexuality and male sexuality and intercourse is the same. It isn't. It's very different. Right? The worst one is adult males touching boys. That's the most filthy. But some people will say, I wish I had a teacher like that. you know, that let me mash her up. I don't know. It's hard to say. But I'll say this: female and male sexuality are very different. Very different. As soon as food better than Edward to Edward, I have no idea, but I'm not eating either. My dad's from a mining town in the northeast, and the place looks like a ghost town. Thank you, Yakub. That's what I mean. The poorest places are, especially northern towns that used to have an industry like fishing or mining, and they've been taken away. Or the seaside towns that used to have a tourist industry and now have been taken away. And they're all of them are largely white towns. So, growing up in London, you got everything. I mean, it's you can, of course, there are poor places in London, but there are opportunities I wouldn't get in, some town near Hull. Adam Smith with the Madeline kidnapper. Yeah, there are rumours. I don't believe them, but there's something weird about it. The first heavyweight championship I watched was Valuev vs Holyfield. Okay, as a young one. I actually thought Valuev won that. Maybe I've got to rewatch it because I don't think I watched the full fight. It's a boring fight. Was it a draw? But they say that it looked like Valuev was trying to throw it because he just did nothing. Valuev wasn't a bad fighter, and I've seen him live, but he did no power for his huge size. Yaku, you're missing a point. Unless you're thousands of cities around the world that one. And there are hellholes compared to Aston. The world doesn't end at our coastline. Yeah, I mean, I agree. To live in the UK, to live in the Western world, in the UK, in the United States, Australia, a place like that, is a bonus in life. It's not perfect, but it's a bonus. Yeah, I mean, the hygiene in India is something to be desired, man. And Aston, I don't know. I've never been to Aston Blood. East Europe is incredibly tough. Live there for a while. You've got to be mentally tough, right? Some of these places, a giant difference to the East and the West. Absolutely, and it depends where you talk. Because when you talk about Eastern Europe, I mean, obviously, places like Poland are doing well now. Hungary are doing well. Probably Slovenia, Slovakia, Czech. Croatia, but the further east you go, the harder it gets. And like, look at Russia; it's a ginormous country, and some of these places are so isolated. There's not. How do you get out? You can't go to your nearest city. It's hundreds of miles away. Let alone. And it's freezing, and your dad's into drinking vodka all the time. You know what I'm saying? Count blessings rather struggling than struggling. Nepalese man's freezing. I don't know, man. I don't think Nepal is a bad place to grow up, but I don't know enough about it. I lived in Maycore for a year. I know there are places worse than the UK. Yeah, and it doesn't mean assassination. Dan Morphy, what's up, my brother? Big up to me. Yeah, big up to you, my brother. How's Australia and how's Ireland, man? Does Canelo have white parents? It always turns to a race, a Corey channel, all this kind of thing. I mean, they are clearly Latin. They're quite tanned, but they're white Latin. They're not ginger though, but the ginger gene's very strong. It can just reappear, man. MJ, use your eyes, bro. He's whiter than the snow. Yeah, but his parents and his brothers. He's got brothers that fight. They're actually dark haired, and they're obviously white skinned. But they are darker. They're not like ginger, but yeah, obviously. I mean, look at me, Canelo. Come on, man. Man looks Irish. There are, especially in the upper classes, like even guys like Ryan Garcia and De La Hoya, Barrera. They're different from the Mexicos. They're different from the the ones that come from Mayan origin and all that. Yeah, it's a huge place. Canelo was imported by Limerick. Well, funny enough, right, and this is one of the theories, right? Obviously, and also, like, you got to imagine the Spaniards colonized a lot of these countries, and they mixed with the locals. It wasn't like in Africa where generally the white colonizers would not mix with the locals. They would do that in these South American countries, and so they're a lot more mixed. Okay, but as for Canelo being from Ireland, so there were actually a load of Irish guys that fought for Mexico, all right, in the Mexican American War, about Texas and things like that. Yeah, so there is genuinely Irish blood there, And they mated with the local women. You know? Canelo's great-great-grandmother did so much of that with a Mexican fighter an Irish fighter fighting for Mexico. She changed the bloodline forever. Nobody's saying it's wrong for boxers to grow up in a wealthy family, right? People just get annoyed when these boxers pretend to be what they're not. And and I agree. You know, my life wasn't hard. You know, I'm not going to pretend, but you know, I can fight. I can knock out Max Jenkins, Emperor Michael, Sonny Edwards, some bums at the show. I agree. I mean, you'll always be found out as well. I don't understand when you fake too much. You'll always be found out. But the worst one is Gay J pretending he had it hard. You know, drunk fathers make most boxers. Well, you know, there's a good point there, which is I not straight up, but there's a lot of stories where the young lads were sensitive lads, and they were bullied by their father or stepfather, or their peers, and had grew up tough. Yeah, certainly. Guadalajara, especially that city is half. Wasn't Chavez from Guadalajara, or was that Tijuana? I think maybe it's Tijuana. But yeah, of course, there are areas in Mexico that are super white, and other areas that are more Mayan, you know, or I don't know what's it called, like Yucatan, places where they're more indigenous in inverted commas. City where. Go watch Bald backup video in India. I got a problem with him. I'll tell you about it in a minute. There's some rough conditions. Spent all day scraping rust off a big shit. The house sharing a hut with 20. Yeah, absolutely. As for Bald and Bankrupt, right? He's a scumbag. He's been accused and been in court. He got off, but under very dodgy circumstances for graperism, group graperism. He changed his name. His name is Seth Rich. Okay. Or Ben Rich, sorry, Ben Rich, not Seth Rich, Ben Tunneler. Did you see that flash? I wonder why that happened. Speaking about Ben Rich. Best girls in Mexico, in Guadalajara. Yeah, I've been to Mexico, but I didn't go to Guadalajara. But I saw more black people than white people, once whites. There are areas of UK, especially big cities, that are a minority white now. I went to Germany a couple of weeks ago. 8 out of 10 people I saw was Muslim. That's pretty sad stuff. What towns, brother? I mean, these sound like cities, right? You're in the city. Was there much cartel shenanigans? Yeah, was there? Yeah, but I wasn't involved in that. Fair enough. I lived Mexico for a year, but didn't want spare shit. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Don't row, peeps. It's okay. I didn't say it was. Whatever, man. My boy, Faction. What's up, brother? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hush. Society's broken band says boxing classics. Central heat in home split the family up. What? These cool converse in the living room, sharing experience and wondering for TV show. I mean, bro, there's a lot worse going on. James Foster, what do you say, James Foster? What's up, blood? It depends on the individual. Suddenly it's not a brutal child, right? Matthew Saad Mohammed was abandoned by his brother in parking in Philly on the orders. Ray Leonard had a best suit. Right, you're saying that you could still be living in a good country with a cozy environment, but grew up in terrible sex. Yeah, absolutely. Of course, you can be orphaned, you can be abused. Absolutely, I'm not saying that. And of course, there's loads of poor people in the Western world, no doubt. And we want it to change. We want it to change, but it won't change until the system changes entirely. So yeah, I absolutely agree. I mean, but what I'm saying is when you got Gay J crying about what a tough life you have, it's an insult to people from other countries. It's an insult to people from his own country who did have a tough life. The Anglo-Saxon Telegram, look it up. I don't use Telegram, blood. Yakub, peace be upon him, we owe our very existence to this great scientist, an incredible scientist. Before his time, too. I'm not dead yet. What's that fight with Valuev? Goes punch on, misses, spins around, knocks him down like a clothesline, floored him with a miss. I can't remember, brother. Someone else will have to tell me. Nipple tweaks. Craig David, can I get read mine? When the crowd say ball select cut. Whereas I'll catch you bastard. Definitely go piss bag on was. Yeah, if you know the references, right? You know, both selected Craig David. He makes fun of him. He makes him into like a Midlander, a Northerner, and he has a bird called Kez, which was a film. It's complex. I didn't find it that funny, but I found parts of it funny. Poland is going down the drain. The elites want to ruin that to prove. Oh, absolutely. And they'll bring in Bate business and diversity. Yeah. Right, I've gone to the bottom. I'm sorry if I miss. I try and answer everyone, but I can't always because there's quite a lot. If you want to ask me something for sure, super shekel, and you get a free dance. You get a free dance for that. You get a free dance. Okay. Yep. Did you notice? Something flickered. Growing up with the channels 1-5 only was good on this. Oh yeah, what in the UK? BBC 1, 2, channel ITV, channel 4, channel 5. Yeah, man. Good old Simpsons at 6, EastEnders at 8, bed at 9. Yeah, the thing is, we were still being manipulated back in those days, but it was more subtle, and we were younger, we were more innocent, and it was gentler. Whereas now it's sickening, man. Bald and bankrupt. Yeah, he's a sick guy. And people say that he goes around these countries, especially Eastern European ones, right, and convinces he's a big fat. I don't know how old he is, 50, and big fat old guy who goes to Eastern European countries and gets these young Eastern European girls to follow him and be his, co-host. Come on, man. Yes, Chubby, yeah, you know me. Yeah, Chubby, yeah, you know me. Chubby, you know me. The funds know me. Both selector, Scary Spice, right off. Yeah, he was funny, Dan Murphy. I mean, I do agree that. And the Michael Jackson thing was funny too. But I actually think there's a tad of bullying in there. He did bully Craig David because Craig David wasn't big enough. You could make fun of Michael Jackson all day and it won't make no difference. But Craig David was a local, and he kind of ruined him a bit. Now, Craig David is a batty man anyway, and but he never said that, did he? Bald and bankrupt used to boast about piping Russian girls, right, on the forum. Okay, exactly. He puts on the username Vortuka. Some of his stories cross the line into grape, in my opinion, involving hitchhikers. Bro, it's written, okay? Search for Ben Rich, Brighton. Search for Ben Rich, Brighton, and grape, and then you will find out. The man's been to court, and the judge said, I have to find you innocent because there's not enough evidence, but what you did was disgusting, horrifying. You should be ashamed of yourself. Check it out. Ben Rich, Brighton, grape. Crab paste. That's old school food, blood. Looks like Colonel Gaddafi just got back from skiing. Yeah, thank you, bud. He's a wrong and Ben Rich is wrong. In European, what country is the most oasis for black men to go to? I heard Italy was bad. I'm not sure. And people will exaggerate things. People used to, I've been to the country a few times, right? I got pals who live in the country. One of them's a lawyer. He's got a big place in London and a big country place for the weekend. And people will say, oh, people are so racist in the country. They're not, man. They fucking love black people in the country. The Utes. They go mad. Oh, look at my black friend. I don't know. And some stuff is secret. I mean, it's natural to be suspicious of people from other cultures and genetics. I don't know. But how long would a white guy last in the Bronx at night? That's what, you know what I'm saying? When a golden age for freedom and information, of information. Correct. It's harder to be manipulated when you have unlimited access to uncensored information. Yes, and it's caused a problem for the elite because they didn't plan the internet. Just so I didn't plan MDMA. But it happened, and then they dealt with it, and they made it to their advantage. So with regards to the internet, they're trying to censor it so heavily. And I don't know if I'd be red pill without the internet. I'd be like, oh, come on, man, I ain't believing that. I want to get on with my life, watch EastEnders. I'm joking, but, like, just get on my life, have a roof over my head. I wouldn't have realized the reality without the internet. But that's why they're trying to censor it, man. Craig David's very successful. Check his early life history. He's a big time DJ. Oh, I know he's very successful, but he did get rinsed by that guy, man. Absolutely humiliated. And he was kind enough. Craig David, he was 100% batty, man. Yeah. I told you I saw him in the club with my girl back in the day. Craig David's there in the club, and he's by the bar, and there's a bunch of like the skankiest, the grimmest, you know, like obviously a hooker, you know, next to him that's allegedly his girlfriend. He's with another about 3 guys, and he only got eyes for the man's. And I went, Craig David, and my girlfriend's like, shut the fuck up, Triple B. Yeah. James Foster got off the grape. I'm talking about Ben Ritchie on technicality. The judge deemed his contact disgraceful. Yeah, his judge was so horrified. And judges are corrupt. Anyway, India hates black people. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you know, every country's got their prejudice. Triple B pumped out today. We're there, Dan Murphy. What does weed taste like? Oh, I'll tell you, man. I'll tell you. It's not that nice, to be honest with you. I don't really like it. Let me tell you what brown tastes like, though, which was awesome, but I wouldn't do it because it's too addictive. Well, I have done it maybe 30 to 50 times, but, you know, luckily I didn't get into it. It tastes like Marmite. It tastes like Marmite. It tastes just like Marmite, right? And the first time you do it, you're sick. You're sick. You'll vomit. This is for Ben Whittaker and Carlts TV. This is for you. This is what I think about you, Ben Whittaker. This is what Leon Willings did to Ben Whittaker. And Carlts TV. Yeah, what you know about that, old boy? Yeah, that's what you get, Ben. You've already done it with Ben Shalom anyway. Right, what's the time? What's the time? Oh, it's only 10:15. Sweet. How long would they last on the streets of the West Bank? Who? The reformers put the work up. Yeah, Dave Chappelle done a piss take of Prince to Prince. Put a picture of Dave Chappelle on the cover of next release. Handle it better than Craig David. Yeah, but the problem was the Craig David attack was relentless. Okay, relentless. It didn't stop, and it was very funny, and it was very popular, and it was on big programs. And Craig David actually, quite to give him respect, he quite kindly said, "Look, let's make up. I'll do a show with you." What was the idiot called? Keith Lemon, or that idiot? What's his name? That actor. And he's like, he agreed to come on the show and take the piss out of himself. But that didn't end it. They should have ended it then. But no, that guy still went for you know, Craig David. I thought it was a bit unfair. The thing is, once you digest a red pill, you're pickled. You don't go back. That's right. A gherkin cannot be turned back into a cucumber. It's a super analogy, man. A super metaphor, whatever. Basically not. But a lot of people will just lick the red pill, but they won't take it, and they won't become base. They haven't got the balls to take it. You can never go back. You can never go back. Right? But the freedom of knowledge, right? The very act of knowing the truth is more than worth it. He's telling the truth. That's how his career lasts so long. Oh, Ben Rich. Oh, Nadav. I'm smoking heroin right now. No joke. Blood. Are you serious, bro? Like on the foil. I can't diss you. I've done it myself, and it's beautiful, and that's what, you know. Just be careful, brother. Chibi loves his, and he goes, man, I got love for all people from all different nations. You know, I'm mixed myself, nationally and ethnically, but I also recognize reality. And I'm not going to shirk away from reality. And I also recognize that we're being twisted. But, yeah, I'm a big fan of Prince Patel, who's 1 in 1.5 billion, the first Indian world boxing champion. What does cocaine taste like? It numbs your mouth and your nose. it tastes very chemical, and it's all washed in chemicals. See, God knows to allows plants for our use. For example, the coca plant, right, makes guys from around that area be able to take the ability to walk up loads of mountains because it gives them extra energy, and also they can take the what they call it, the lack of oxygen if they chew the coca plant. But you're not meant to process it into a chemical thing you sniff up your nose. That's about Chase the Dragon Chubby. True Warrior smoked brandy and didn't turn up to be a junkie, had the best pum pum, still didn't end up a sexual degenerate respect. If you want my true beliefs, I would say don't do any of them. Be clean, be real, eat well, stay fit. Because the problem is that I do know people that can take substances and drop them like that. And Chubby did it with the brown. But I've also been entrapped by alcohol, cigarettes, yayo. And the problem is the only way to not get trapped is by not doing it. So cocaine is just is sharp. Yeah, it's got that real sharp and very chemical taste, man. Nadav, what's up, my brother? Great to see you, my man. A very generous donor, a man from back in the day, a warrior, a red pillar. Coke turns you into a frenzied horn frothing goblin. At least smack you, chill out and go to sleep. Yeah. And the thing is about yayo is it messes your head up, and you usually do it with drink, and you get perverted, paranoid. But the thing is about brown is that it's purely physical. It doesn't mess your head up. Or you feel this amazing peace, this calm, this warmth, right? And you're laid back, you're tired, yeah. Carlts Dave went to Africa. Dave went to Africa in 2005, 20 years ago. He just aged a bit. Who are you talking about, man? Stay away from the brown. I mean, I would say stay away from the white, stay away from the brown, stay away from it all, man. You also shrink when you get old, that's for sure. Have you ever tried meth? No. No is the answer, actually. If yes, what was it, and what others have you tried? I've tried everything, but not meth. Meth's not. I've tried speed, but meth is not really used in the UK. Some countries, and this is why you're going to get suspicious, right? Why is it only in some countries and not others? There's not really much meth in England. I know a few people that have smoked it, but it's an Aussie thing, and it's I think Canadian and US thing. Why is it not all over the place? I find it hilarious to go to the gym every day. No, my boy. No, I'm the only one who smack up. You got heart, blood, and still training hard and better than the rest of the normies. Holding down 120k a year job. Jesus. Oh, bro. Well done, bro. And you're intelligent enough, I hope, and have enough spirituality to deal with it and to, make sure you don't go too far. But it's always a dangerous game. It's like anything that can be addictive. Sex, gambling, drugs. What a job. Dave, I don't know who Dave is. I didn't talk about it. I had some heart scan and test done. I was drugged on codeine. I would smoke opium if I lived in Central Asia. Well, opium is basically just it comes from the opium. What's called the poppy, right? And it's heroin is basically opium that's been even more refined, processed. Codeine I've done, and it's codeine, Vicodin, OxyContin. All these ones I've done, even though I'm from the UK, I found them. And they're amazing, but they're just like an opiate. Ever done Sykes, K, acid, mushrooms? Yeah, I've done all of them. K is very intense and weird. Someone gave me a line, and they said it. No, the first time someone gave me a pill, and they said it was E, and it was Ket. And that's pretty mad, intense. It was freaky. I didn't expect it. I didn't like it. I said I did once, and I had such bad repercussions from it. I didn't do it again. Mushrooms, I've taken small amounts. I did some in London about 6 weeks ago. You can smoke opium. What, the UK? How come, bro? How come Cat has always been funny? What, Cat Williams? I don't know him, so I can't explain. Might be tricky. You can find anything on. You don't even need a dark web. You need a normal web. If you just search something stupid like buy roids, buy greens UK online in a normal search engine, you'll find somewhere. There's closed sheep 30 years ago. That's correct. Definitely deal with humans. Yep, there's no doubt. Well, obviously the technology is already there. So to imagine that the elites who are not to be trusted haven't done it. Yeah, I'm a bit jealous. I'd quite like to be hitting the foil with my man in the dark. Because it's just like, damn. I ain't done it for years. Mexico loves meth. Oh, okay. OxyContin was overhyped. I did Vicodin, and that was awesome. That was the favorite one. You done DMT, Triple B? No, I haven't. I'm not doing any drugs anymore. I'm sick of them. Have you ever had a gambling addiction? Is it as bad as cocaine? No, I've never had a gambling addiction. I gamble simply to make money. I keep a spreadsheet on my wins and profit and losses. I've only lost once ever because I took my eye off the ball because I was making too much money. So, no, I've never been addicted. But I had no gambling addicts. And they're addicted to the buzz of winning. Some of them go the lights on the fruit machine, the collecting the cash. I've had honest gambling addicts admit I do it only for the buzz. I lose on it. I don't care. I love it. When I win, I love it. Is it as bad as cocaine? Yes, I believe it can. There are maps of the brain, right? And exactly the same parts of the brain gets lit up in gambling, when you win in gambling, as Yale and stuff like that, have been spiked, not to my knowledge. I haven't been spiked. Sorry. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I was given an E that was mainly ketamine, and it was I didn't expect it, and this was in Ket wasn't even well known, so I didn't even know about it, and yeah, that was horrible. I was holding this girl's hand, and she goes, "It's your fault for doing it in the first place." I thought, "You fucking bitch." You know what I'm saying? That's a bit hard. And also, I've been given a line of Ket and told it was a line of Yale, and I was not happy, man. Someone almost got bust up. Has anyone there included you browse the dog? I have. I find it a little bit worrying. You don't want that stuff on your computer because you're one click away from weird stuff, man. And I've got no real need to, if that makes sense. I've got no real. I use it when I have to get certain things, but I'd be very careful. Meth is massive in Thailand. Oh, yaba, yeah, for years. And Philippines shabu. The Chinese syndicate called Sam Gore, seriously, sounds like a small hat. I'll blame Sam Gore. It's sure it's not Sam Stroller. I've heard the yabas be going for years. They smoke it, don't they? Does the Corey function normal on brown? No. Brown is very bad for sex. You don't even want to do it, to be honest with you. If you were with a girl, you just want to hug her. But yeah, it's very, very bad. Very, very bad. It's quite hard to get wood on the brown. You can see it even in the film, and films are usually full of shit anyway. But you can see it on the film. What's that film called? What's that one in Scotland called? That film, isn't it? My boy AZ Q. What's up, blood? You're on the dark web too long, and next thing you know, you're being gang stalked. You have to watch out because it's all been logged, even though they pretend it's not. It is. The Onion itself, the browser was developed by the CIA, admittedly. So be very careful, man. Brown kills all sex drive, absolutely. Nothing on dark web I can't get the real one apart from missiles and yeah. And there's I mean. If you knew the right people, you could get any weaponry you could on the streets. Basically, if you're not outdated, yeah, bed. Drugs are fun when you're young, but it comes to what you have to stop. Yeah, I mean, I don't have. It is a young man's game for sure, a young person's game. I would suggest not even getting into it, to be honest with you. I know people, and and their lives are quite sorted. They're quite mentally organized, and they won't get addicted to things. They will work, and they might party at the weekend. That kind of stuff's all right, but you can use millions in a day with gambling. You can't do that with Angel. Well, of course, there are certain risks that are more specific to gambling, but there are other risks that are more specific to drugs. It's not a physical thing, Gabby. It's a psychological thing. Have you been held back or retained when fighting someone before? Yes, by the police. And then I attacked the police. It didn't go well. What's the worst thing you've seen on dark web? Oh, nothing. No, nothing. I've looked for a couple of incriminating evidence, but I've never gone deep or dark, so I've never seen anything of that nature. You can find, there used to be live leak and things like that. You'd find the most horrifying videos on the normal web. So no, never. And there are certain things your soul does not need to see, blood. Dark web is black ops military intelligence shit, yeah. You know, there's a lot of deep things. I'm starting to get a bit paranoid. I'm thinking whether people are looking to stitch me up, you know. There's a boxing channel. Send Sam Stroller to Trainspotting, that was a film. Yeah, Trainspotting. And he says in that, he's like, when you do brown, your sex drive goes. And then when you stop doing brown, you start getting real horny. Yeah, I mean, it's not unexpected, is it? I heard meth is good for the sex drive. That's about it. It gives you, I mean, all these drugs have a positive thing. Otherwise, no one would do them. I mean, come on, guy. Should be. Who's this boxer that's now fighting 206 pounds, but he used to fight feather and light? This man. It's something. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got the name wrong, but Lee McAllister or something like that. He boxed Danny Williams and beat him, and he used to box, as you said, as a lightweight, and now he's a heavyweight. Lee something for sure. I'm not sure if it's McAllister, but he beat Danny Williams. Yeah, it's crazy. It's so sick. A boxer court is 100 USD in Australia. Damn. That's why gangs are more organized over there. Lebanese and Afghan make killing and now part of bike gangs because of money. Well, it's so much harder to bring the product to Australia, which has only got 20 million people, than it is to bring it, you know, to the United States or to Canada or Europe. Spencer's the next James Bond. Can you imagine, man? Well, he's worn a bow tie a few times. I used Z Library on tour to download EPUB books when he got kicked off the web. But when they came back online, I mean, I have to be honest with you. From my experience, you can find almost anything on the normal web than on the so-called dark web. You know, I got genuinely, I've got no real reason to go on the dark web. In any case, the Five Eyes can hack into anything. That's correct, man. Dread Sam boxing. Yeah, let's talk about boxing. Let's have a boxing question. Let's have some boxing questions. I've been 2 hours, 17 minutes. It's 10:30. Let's have half an hour of boxing, please. It's a boxing channel. The Albanian Eagle will see you for 30. Florian Marcu. I like Albanians. But I'm very aware they're indulged in some dark arts. And you don't want to upset them. Believe that. Because they're very, in some ways, they're very, very based, and they're very community orientated. Box of frogs. What are you talking about, blood? What, mad? When will Whittaker lose? Well, this is a good question. He looked terrible. No, excuse me. He didn't look terrible, actually. He started off well. And he's got good boxing moves, but he realized early, I'm not going to be able to do stupid pirouettes and dances. I think they didn't realize that Leon Williams was a lot better than they thought, but he clumped Whittaker so many times with clean shots. You got to think, as soon as Whittaker fights someone with a punch, who's a half decent boxer, he'll get ironed out, man. What are you saying on Kim Charles? I said it's a boxing channel. If it's true, to block some. Those are complex questions. Chemtrails is definitely real. You've even had evidence of it by people that own the planes, people that have taken a photograph of the planes. You've had people and airline pilots, ex-airline pilots admitting it. So what do you know? It's a boxing channel. That's right. How comes the Aussie fans don't get a review of the Zarafa KO and the Tim Zubla buff? Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. And the reason was it was such a busy weekend of boxing. I was at a show. I was not in my crib. I was not in my basement. So I haven't actually watched the Zoo fight yet. So I can't commentate on it. The Zarafa KO, well, I wasn't surprised. I mean, Lara's obviously going to beat Zarafa. Zarafa's tough, gutsy. He's a male stripper. He's going to get beaten up badly by a guy like Elis Lala. Kim Cho, who's he fighting? Oh, funny one, man. Gareth A. Davis in a fight with Adam Smith. He wins. I trolled Gary Davis as well. Let's see if I can get the video. I was going, you're a nonce, Gad. You're a nonce. Hang on. Oh no. That's me telling him his eyes too close. Okay.
God, you're a nonce.
Did you hear that?
Nonce. God, you're a nonce. Nonce.
That's me trolling Gad. And I always say, like, why are you calling yourself Gareth A. Davis? Your name is Gary Davis. Shut up. When the modification used to be called conspiracy, they even admitted to using it now in the Vietnam War, the US. Shirley Winkle has let Wilder sign with his enemy, and maybe he thinks, maybe there's been an agreement. Tim got a big cut, changed the whole fight, says Dan. He could not see with all, but right, and that's what I read. But as I have to see it, so I can't tell you without seeing it. But he was allegedly doing very well. He got a cut from, was it illegal blow, right? Was the cut from an elbow and a headbutt or something like that? And he could have said, he could have been pulled out and taken a technical draw or a technical decision. Although no contest, but he carried on, and apparently after that he was blinded in one eye, man. Will you have kids soon? I don't know, man. I'm going to South Korea soon. We'll see what happens. I'm joking. My boy Jed Sam. Ben Whittaker was crap. He's due for. He is. People are allowed an off night, but I don't think he had an off night at all. I just think he was exposed because he met a guy who was tough, who was fit, even though he had 10 days notice. His name's Leon Willins. Right? He was tough. He's fit. And punched him back. You know what I mean? And he couldn't handle it. He stopped showboating after round 2, basically. We nearly had Conor Benn v. G-Bank Jr. It'd be like Tim Tszyu. I'd actually Tim Tszyu v. Campbell. He must be a sadist, blood. Could be. Is it possible we're over rate Usyk after the Gage wins? I mean, he wasn't that great against Chisora. A lot of thought Dubum beat him. Dubum didn't beat him. Possible Fury beats him. I think Fury beats him on point. I don't think we're necessarily overrating Usyk, but he's still a small heavyweight. He's 220 pounds. That makes a lot of difference. As for Gage has looked pretty good the last few fights. So Gareth the arsehole. Gary Glitter's real name is Paul Gadd. Yeah. G.A. Davis. Gareth A. Davis. Good one. What are your thoughts on that Eddie Abugan Fitness, who always swears about Bradford? Never heard of him. Thoughts on Kovalev Safar? I don't know who Safar is. I mean, Kovalev was one of the most beautiful boxers you could see because he had skills and had power. But he was an alcoholic and he was stitched up. He's Andre Ward. And Andre Ward, right? I mean, he could send a glass eye to sleep. So I've seen Ngannou getting ironed out. Could you beat him in the street fight? What, Ngannou? No way, man. No way, no. He's 280 pounds of violent, aggressive, PED'd up buck. Okay? Nah. If I hit him if I was allowed a free shot, bang on the end of the chin with everything I put behind it, there'd be a chance. But nah, man, come on, don't be stupid, brother. Come on, bro. Over in Usyk, yeah, I know. Cyborg, my man, Paper Zoo, Tim Paper Zoo. See, my boy Cyborg is a fun, and he said I was like Paper Zoo. That's funny because I made that up with me pal. So Paper Zoo walked into an elbow. He was cut on the head. His trainer should have stopped the fight. Yeah, I mean, there were ways to make that Zoo could have had a no contest or draw or technical decision. Absolutely. But for some reason, I don't think the Americans wanted Zoo to win because Fundora is very sellable, right, with his ridiculous height. Yeah. And apparently he's already agreed to fight Crawford. Is he Mexican American? I think so. Whereas Zoo is Australian, so he's not controlled. So I think they wanted him to lose. Can you show us some videos of you trolling the event? Sure, bro. I put them all into what's it called, shorts and stuff like that. They should all be up there. Well, you want me to play? I'm already trying to get information on me. You're a rare thinker because you've asked a lot of personal stuff, man. But it's all up there, bro. Anyway, right? Do your own work. Do your own homework. Yeah, you can find it. I've done shorts. I've done videos. Oh, here we go. So at the moment, I'll tell you what you do. Yeah, right now, my video is just has just been uploaded. It's called the Ben Whittaker Exposed by Leon Shillings. Right now, I suggest you look at that because it's got loads of instances of me trolling Ben Whittaker, the guy in front of me, Ben Heine. Can you drop Gage with the dynamo? To be honest, when you're doing dynamo, you feel like you're a king, man. You feel like you're a destroyer, blood. It's like Conan the Destroyer. So yeah, maybe. Ben Shalom can say glass ice. Yeah, Dreadson. Woody got battered. He swings big hooks, but can actually box when he needs to. He should box. What I like about Woody, he doesn't make no excuses. I genuinely thought his nose was broken from round 2 and he had to breathe with his mouth open. Me and my pal, we said, my pal, because he breathed with his mouth open, right? Which is dangerous for boxing. And there seemed to be something missing. Sometimes, some days you go into sparring or whatever, or in a fight, and everything works, and you think, wow. Well, it only happened once for me, but, you know, and you're thinking, wow, I'm pretty good. But that doesn't come every time. There's also those times you come in the gym and, you know, you can barely hit the pads. Like when you see Gay J, and this is why I went for Ruiz, one of the reasons. When I saw Gay J trying to hit the pads before the Andy Ruiz fight, he was missing the pads, right? He wasn't confident. He was stiff. You feel me? So I don't. So what I'm saying is, I think that Woody had a bad night. Whereas Clark was in great shape. So Woody is exciting. He can be explosive punches. Yeah, definitely. Ben Whittaker, yeah, we know. Did you tell anyone with the roid rage? No, not physically, but I was with my mouth, like with what I said. I went nuts, man. Woody Fraser got 2.7 million views. Apparently, that's what Sky Sports said. No, it's 1.7. But even then, and they release Ben Shalom likes to do this, release data. But firstly, you can't trust his data. Okay, you can't trust his data. There's no way that, you know, with only 2 ovens, you can bake 6 million cookies, for example. Okay, but yeah, what 1.7 million on Sky Sports? Everyone has to have Sky Sports. Nah, man. No, there's no way. I bet it did okay though. I had a friend nicknamed Zamo after he got his skag on one time. Oh, Zamo, the Grange Hill smackhead, yeah. Did you ever date a dark-skinned black girl? Are you into white girls? I see more white guys than black women now. We've talked about this. There's a lot of oil drilling issues, and a lot of white guys, especially Chads, have taken to lighties, team lighties. Would I ever date a dark-skinned black girl? I don't. No, I don't think so. No. I mean, you know, whatever. No, it's unlikely. It's very unlikely. I did some oil drilling, but you know, we all make choices that are unusual, especially when we're young. But no. A white girl, only a white girl. I like blue eyes as well. Big up Ben Davis and saved the heavyweight division with Tyson, the Balloon, Corey, Fury, and Gage. Yeah, he's a weird old Ben. He gets the best gigs, doesn't he? Yeah, they said Woodley couldn't breathe through his nose. That's why he's gassing out. Usually could 12 rounds with his. He did a great job. I just think that generally, Fraser had a great day. Woodley had a bad day. So I would take Woodley. Hey guys, don't be so ignorant. Don't be so ignorant, okay, guys? Just because my girl has an 11-inch dick doesn't mean she's not a woman, okay, guys? Yeah, I think I'm going to finish up. When I'm burnt, I come to discuss what Hey, Bert, I don't understand. If you've got 6 million cookies, don't get us in trouble. Triple Wally. It was a great fight. Props to Clark and Ward. It was a good fight. It was. Clark and Sullivan. Yeah, absolutely. And he took it seriously. Good on him. Should be your Daily Thompson tonight, bro. Cheers, brother. I haven't had a single super shackle, but it's 2 hours and 30 minutes, but I do it for the love. She that tries to make good stew feature. Would you go for a Team Dart? Yeah, I don't know if they like stew. The Catherine Daily, gotta love the 80s. Oh, for real. And, you know, soul. The 80s had soul, brother. Wasteman. Burton Ernie equals Eddie Hearn and Frank Smith. You tried Peds. I told you. What other things do you like when not focusing on YouTube or boxing? Food I love to eat, man. I adore eating. I had so much beautiful food in Deptford and Greenwich. Like, I had Turkish food. Yeah. I think I had some fried chicken. Yeah. I had a kebab, a shish kebab. Always do shish. Wait for 10 minutes. Do the shish, not the doner. Right? Some jerk chicken, some jollof rice. But that's not a reason why it's okay. The clergy plan is okay because I enjoy them foods. We got the recipes now. You don't want to eat the recipes. You know what I'm saying? I like the food, but blood clot. Basketball. I used to when I was young. Because we'd see on Channel 4 or 5, I can't remember, with the highlights of games, and it looked so exciting, the dunks and all that, and then the compute games, NBA Jam, all these things, behind the back passes, and they showed highlights only, so it looked so good. But when we watch a full game, you go, damn, this is one of the wackiest sports of all time. Who says, don't be ignorant? Better, Otto or Michael Jackson? Okay. Let's see if I got Michael Jackson to say it, okay? I got to finish soon, but I love me funds, okay? So, what we're looking to do is, don't be so ignorant. I'm sure they got Michael Jackson here. I'm trying to get my AI thing going on, all right? It's taking too much time. I'll get Oprah Winfrey. It's taking too much time. Sorry. Please remind me, though, am I dead? So, because this sounds very interesting. Don't be so ignorant. Although rematch will be soon. I think Woody will win. I don't think it has to be a rematch necessarily. But, let's do it quickly. Let's not mess around. Daylight comes crashing into my room like an angry bride who lost her groom. My head, it throbs, my mouth is dry. Thank God I'm not homo or bisexual, yeah. That's super bit of poetry, man. That's incredible, brother. Make sure you save that, man. Hey, guys, we need multicultural for the shish kebab, okay, guys? I mean, basketball's frigid. Yeah, I used to like Larry Bird. Larry Bird, the great Larry Legend. But you know what his shirt number is? 33, and he's been caught flashing the sun. What time we get up? Early? I don't know. My body's up to my body and my rhythms. What will you next go live? I don't know, blood. Do you think that money is good looking or homo? Dan more. Bro, that's a bizarre question. I don't know, bro. Right, I'm gonna finish up, man. It's time to end. Peace in the Middle East. God bless you all. And we'll speak soon.